think Fernando Mendoza would be at the strip club, and every time the DJ would play like an air horn or something, he would cover his ears and say loud noises.
What made you like the under?
Have you ever done eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Here's the lineup. Goots, please don't splurge every time I name a name. Gunnar Henderson.
Oh.
She goes on a date with this guy, goes back to his apartment, and he does Muay Thai. And he moves the coffee table out of the way and asks her if he can show her his Muay Thai moves. You know what? I'm sick and tired of this mush bullshit. If I tweet I'm going to bet somebody and something goes horribly wrong or they get injured the next play, it's like, yeah, you mushed him. I get it. Yeah. I believe in the mush. I believe in jinxes. I'm a superstitious guy when it comes to this stuff. So AC Milan is Italy.
And that's Milano. Milan is Milano. Got it.
Milan is Milano per usual. Good morning, chat. Good morning, everybody. Steak, good to see you. Snacks, what's up? Braun under rebounds is a whale. Love that. NFL draft round 1 in the books. We're coming in hot with some fucking Christian Braun props. Danny, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out in the Pickett chat yesterday, sweating the first round of the NFL draft. It was a good one. It was a doozy. I think I made it up to like pick 26. Imagine being Rav and a Steelers fan, got your pick stolen. Is that what happened? I don't know that I necessarily really recall. Oh, because they traded up. That's right. The Eagles traded up. We'll talk about that. That was awesome. Pretty fun and eventful first round. Steak was boots on ground. Dumps, what's good to see you. Absolutely. The delay was crazy. That was crazy. Lemon season, dude, I absolutely love it for you, MJ, and all Eagles fans. Steak, good morning. Nice camo sweater. I should have worn my matching one. I actually do have it up, but it's kind of warm over here. In New York. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah. Did you get banged up yesterday?
Yeah, but I'm going to get more banged up today. I mostly did draft stuff yesterday. I almost matched your Rory numbers. I did almost 23,000 steps.
23,000 steps. So you were marching all over Pittsburgh yesterday.
Yes.
The weather looked great. I have not explored Pittsburgh, so I'm very jealous. It looked pretty fun. I did check your page for a little bit of content. I saw the walk over the bridge, which looked like it was fun. I saw that they painted the bridge to clean it up in time for the draft, which is also, it's kind of hilarious just in terms of like a city politics.
The bridge isn't always yellow?
Well, it's yellow, but there's like graffiti and all this other shit on it.
Cleaned up the bridge.
So it's just kind of funny that like they go ahead, Goots.
Yeah, like, look at us. Let's take the trash away and then paint the bridge and then be like, oh, look, we're a better city now.
Yeah.
It was dirty before.
It's very funny. You could be a Pittsburgh hater. I'm not here to shit on Pittsburgh. I'm just, in terms of shitting on everything, like the world we live in, it's like, oh, the draft's here. Now let's paint the bridge. I think they did it with the Super Bowl in San Francisco. It's like, now let's clean it up. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? But anyways,
I just want to be very clear. Nothing weird about cleaning up when you have guests coming over. It's literally what you do. You clean your house when you have guests coming over.
Well, yes, that is a really, really nice way to put it. How about cleaning up when you have fucking hundreds of thousand people who live there and pay taxes too? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's just that's a different argument, but cleaning up for the draft isn't surprising. That's all.
No, it's not. But it is funny that cities let their cities be dirty and then they take action when they have a draft. And it's not like your house where it's just you and your fucking wife and your kid and your dog.
I understand how cities are different than houses.
Well, I mean, trying to fucking pump the brakes and be like, oh, what do you mean? I put my clothes in the closet when guests come over. Don't even start.
So anyway, what I was going to say is I cannot judge Pittsburgh aside from this because it's my first time. So I don't know how dirty it is. I didn't know it was a dirty city, to be honest, but I'm just going to say this right off the jump. It has aura. It has sports aura for sure. Feels like a sports city to its core. And it is cool. Like, it's a really cool city. I'm not going to lie.
So when you walked over the bridge, I only remember very, very shortly when I stopped and parked in Pittsburgh, just going to Permante's. But I remember like coming into Pittsburgh, it kind of felt like there's like hills.
Yeah, there is.
There's all these houses on the hills, and then the downtown is like down there, and it's so fucking cool. And the stadiums are all right next to each other. The draft was held at the Steelers stadium.
Correct. And then the theater was like right by the stadium. Also, like you just said it, but the baseball stadium's right by the football stadium, and it was open yesterday.
The baseball stadium was open.
So on the way to the draft, you walk through the baseball stadium, open the gates, and all the concessions were open. You could buy drinks, chicken tenders, whatever you want to do. See the stadium, which was really cool. Yes, I did, Dave Martinez Burner. I thought that was a nice, cool addition, is that I got to see the baseball stadium, because honestly, in Detroit, we got to go to a baseball game when we were there. I was pretty salty that there was no baseball game in Milwaukee when we went, and now no baseball game in Pittsburgh when we went. So it's cool to see the stadium, because it's a really cool baseball stadium.
Yeah. Did you enter through the underground bridge? That is very cool. Again, I'm only gonna shit on you one time. I was looking at your page for some Pittsburgh content, and I saw more tweets about Ryan Jeffers and Brandon Ingram than I did the city of Pittsburgh. But you did rip some packs.
So you're mad. You're mad I did cards. There was literally
no. I'm not mad you did cards. It seems like you did really well. Ryan Jeffers and Brandon Ingram instead of the underground bridge in Pittsburgh and walking through the baseball stadium sounds like it would have been pretty cool to see.
And you want more of the city content.
Well, it sounds like you did some exploring. If you did 23,
I did do some exploring for sure. I'll post more pictures.
No. We more Ryan Jeffers.
I sent you. I posted a Permantes bro picture. I had Permantes bros yesterday. I haven't done my review yet. Should I do it here?
Well, when are you going to do it?
You want me to tell you what I think of it?
When else would you do it? Yeah, I want you to think of it.
I remember when we went,
picture.
I remember when we went to Skyline. You're on 10 today, by the way. You need to calm
down. What am I on 10 for?
Yeah, I don't know. I just sense the blood pressure raising. But anyways, listen to me.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Remember when we went to Skyline Chili in Cincinnati, and at the end of eating the Skyline Chili, we were like, "Wow, I know. I tried at the airport yesterday, Danny."
We're going to need to make an investment. We talk about what we're going to do with business money. We're going to get you Meta glasses.
One of the guys on this trip that on this trip with said they were $800 for the new ones.
Is that a lot?
Fuck yeah, it's a lot of money. $800.
I mean,
please don't tell me that I bet that on the Nets. I know I bet that on the
Nets. I'm. You know what? All right. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not going to say
cool,
anything.
Because I want to finish telling you about Permanente Bros. Okay.
Please
so
do.
When we went to Skyline Chili in Cincinnati, we said, wow, that was kind of fucking disgusting. I couldn't imagine how people eat this sober. I'm not going to go as far as to say that about Permanente Bros. It wasn't disgusting at all, but in my opinion, it is absolutely drunk people food.
Yeah, that is a lot of the feedback that we got. A lot of people said you should go eat it when you're drunk. So
tonight I'm going to do that.
Did you eat it yesterday?
Ate it, yeah, but like 2 sober. I'd only had like 2 Surfsides when I had the Permanente Bros.
You don't need to eat Permanente Bros twice.
No, not even drunk. I didn't really eat it though, dude. I split a fucking half of a sandwich with Nick, and I ate like 2 bites of it just to try it.
Mm-mm. This is my opinion. You can do whatever you want. You can live your life.
I want your opinion.
All right, this is my opinion. Permanente Bros has been abused and played out, and it's not good. You took a picture of it. You just told us you didn't like it. People have told us before to eat it drunk. You going back to eat it drunk sounds like one of the stupider things to do. What I think would be cool is while you're there rubbing elbows with a great group of chatty guys like J Time and Joey Dumps and fucking Nick, everybody's great. Why don't you rub elbows with some locals and be like, hey man, if we're visiting in town and don't shit on Permantes because they're loyal to it. Just be like, what's another good place to get? Like, what's another popular Pittsburgh place?
Yeah. That
to me, if I'm following somebody on Twitter or anywhere, that's what I want to know about. You want to find out about things you don't know about. Mm-hmm. I would try to find the next best. Well, it's disgusting, but the next best or most popular item that people in Pittsburgh eat. So like, that's what I was also curious about. Like, what are the food you posted a picture of Dumps with? I thought it was a pancake. Apparently it's a pierogi.
It's a pierogi. And just so you know, we did rub elbows with the locals because that was everybody at this bar we were at was super excited that the pierogis were coming. So much so, and I'm not even joking. I think it's just because Dumps is a friendly guy, but the bartender comes from around the bar and she's like a 40 or 50-year-old, very nice lady. And she's like, you come with me. And she grabs Dumps. She takes him downstairs so he can see and meet these pierogis, dude. And then you were acting like it was a fucking joke or you weren't excited.
Okay, but I'm talking about actually trying a sandwich.
Okay, but those people, just so you know, they weren't mad that we dogged Permanente Bros a little bit because I talked about it and they said, yeah, no, it's not good.
Okay, so Dumps is saying we did that, dude. What's like another popular Pittsburgh food item?
I'll let Dumps answer that. We did talk to locals. I just want you to know that we did every chance we got, pretty much.
I know you talked to locals. I just said I'm looking at Money Miner in here. You guys are a great group to rub it elbows. My point is, ask them what's another place to eat because Permanente Bros sucks. Okay, here we go. Pittsburgh dog comes with pickles. Ooh.
Today I will eat that. Oh, I love pickles, so you're not going to get.
Well, I like pickles too, but pickles on a hot dog sounds interesting. Okay, there we go.
A quick question, real quick. You've had a pierogi, right?
Yeah, I had a pierogi actually like 2 weeks ago.
They're fucking delicious.
Yeah, I like pierogis.
Yeah.
Well,
doesn't sound like you like pierogis, if I'm being honest.
No, I mean they're fine. I actually believe it or not, I probably eat pierogis because I have like there's Polish restaurants in my neighborhood twice a month.
Oh, okay. So you like pierogis?
Yeah, I like pierogis. I'm not shitting on pierogis. I'm just that pierogi that you took a picture of. I didn't know what it was. That's fine. I'm not shitting on that. Actually, I'm just saying don't go to Permanente Brothers again.
Okay, fine. I will not go to Permanente Brothers.
Chat, would you agree?
Yeah,
I would think so. Pierogies are fire. Yeah, I like them. Anyways, so you said Pittsburgh has aura. The draft itself on television, there were so many fucking people there. Honestly, too many. Kind of like Detroit. There were too many people there. Was it as busy as it looked on television? Yeah, I guess because it's just got so much like football.
More people than Detroit, man.
Dude.
More people than Detroit. It felt like the entire state of Pennsylvania. And I don't want to offend people because I've been sitting here saying nice stuff about Pittsburgh, but everybody had a certain look there.
Oh,
and it definitely was like 90% Steelers fans. It really felt like that. It was so busy. Like you went to Detroit. So, I remember us talking about how we were like, wow, this almost feels too busy for Detroit. Pittsburgh was actually busier, I think.
Yeah, there was when I got to Detroit, you guys were already doing the festivities because you got in earlier. By the time I got there and was like following the line of people to enter downtown, I had never seen anything like it in my life. I mean, it was just a city block wide packed. It was kind of orchestrated pretty well. It was organized chaos, but it was like you had to go wait in a line. There was all this security to get in. I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do that. So I'll see you guys at the casino. It kind of looked like that.
The difference is Detroit did it throughout the whole city, which I thought was interesting. Like Detroit really shut down their entire downtown for the draft. Pittsburgh didn't do that. They shut down the baseball stadium, the football stadium, and the areas around the football and baseball stadium. But the draft was really at Acrisure.
Is Acrisure the name of their? Is that the new Heinz Field?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that so
I know
much.
It's like every new stadium name is just a massive loss of aura points. Like what's a good new stadium name where they've changed it, where it's good?
That's a good question.
I wouldn't assume so.
What about the Niners? Is it Levi's?
That's
not bad.
Didn't it used to be called something sick? Candlestick or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Crypto Arena.
I do not.
I hate Crypto Arena, dude.
No.
That Staples is so good.
Staples was so much better. It was Candlestick. Drone shots on TV looked, Intuit Dome. I don't think anything. Everything sounds like too nerdy and techy.
Intuit Dome, I definitely don't like.
Anyways, okay, so you get into the stadium. Did you have to buy tickets?
No. You have to be on like this NFL One Pass app.
Okay, right. And then so you get into the stadium, you're in the Pittsburgh Steelers stadium, and you could just sit wherever you want?
Sit wherever you want, yep.
So on the field, was it chaos or what was
on the field was Tops. Tops had a tent on the field, and it was like all trading cards in there. So they had those hobby boxes that we ripped. I'm obviously not going to talk about trading cards in here. I know you don't want to. But then they also were selling a bunch of singles. It was slammed. It was a very cool setup for sure.
Just to be clear, I don't care about cards. People care about cards. This show is for the people. Tell us about the card experience.
It was really cool. It was a long line. I could tell way more people than I expected were into it, and it was slammed inside, and it was just like broken up by division. So if you wanted to buy, like, you don't just have to buy pack strip, you could buy specific cards. So you go to the AFC East division, and they got the Dolphins, Bills, Patriots, and Jets. And then so Joey Dumps bought Joey Dumps bought Malik Willis, Titans rookie auto, and who is the other one he bought? Oh, Jalen Wright.
Jalen Wright is a dono. What does something like a Malik?
Not. That's a good hold. That's like buying a stock low.
Jalen Wright ain't gonna do anything.
Wow, you're a hater.
Jalen Wright's on the Dolphins.
Okay, but let me ask you this: you don't know anything about cards. If you had to go buy a Bucks card, who would you buy?
Okay, but just to be fair, I don't know about cards, but I understand how it works. You're buying it stock into a player that you think is going to boom. Jalen Wright is on the Dolphins, correct?
Yes.
What running back did the Dolphins just draft last year?
I know, but you act like a guy can't be a good backup and then go somewhere else to be the starter.
I mean, sure.
Fuck you.
Bro, come on. That's like I'm not like saying you shouldn't do it. What are we? Thank you. I got Cam and Phil's Utley saying Dumps donated.
It was like $20, guys.
Okay, but that is a donation. It's okay to take a lotto. You're acting like that's
in the room right now, so
you acting like that's a value play. It's crazy, dude. I have no problem. I bought $2,000 worth of fucking NBA Top Shot on Cole.
All I'm going to say is, at first they laugh, but then they say, "Bro, can we see your Jalen Wright rookie card?"
I cannot. You are just the best friend anybody could ever ask for. Great Dumps. Great job on the Jalen Wright. Hey, Caden Proctor's gonna help that. I'm punching. I just can't believe. Steak's the kind of guy where if you say, hey man, draw a picture of a dog, and you come back with a picture of a cat and just be like, hey, that's all right. That cat's going to be worth something someday. Because it's going to be the first picture anybody ever fucking tried to draw of a dog, and it's a fucking cat. Yeah, you did a great job, man. Oh my God, I can't stand
everyone. I just want you to know, everyone that says Joey Dumps donated, you're the people who see someone post like a lotto parlay and they say like, that shit's not hitting, bro.
Dude, I'm all for long shots. I'm
sorry he didn't buy a bunch of Devon Achane cards, guys.
I'm all for it, but Ollie Gordon is there. That's so packed, and they don't even have fucking Mike.
In hindsight, Ollie Gordon could have been the guy. Ollie Gordon.
Thank you.
God damn it, why didn't you get Ollie Gordon?
Head up your ass, dude. Yeah. God. Anyways,
send me the card, Dump. Send me the card.
I do want to talk about your cards real quick because I don't know shit about cards doesn't matter. I saw that some people were fired up, and I see Royal in here saying, "Let me get that Burden card." So I have a question. You got a signed Genty card.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
I think it's a big deal. I saw it last sold. I saw it last sold on eBay for like $600.
Okay, you got this randomly in a pack.
Yeah, but every hobby box comes with one auto. So you're guaranteed one auto, but it could be someone shitty. And I will tell you that after I tell you about these two cards, because Tim opened a third pack and I can't wait to tell you the auto he got.
And how much do these packs cost?
$950.
Oh my God. Dude, this is the biggest racket going in the world right now. It is unfucking believable. I also think it's hilarious. I heard you just say it was busier than I expected it to be. Like, cards aren't the most popular thing in the fucking world right now.
It was popping, dude. They had a little section where you could scan a QR code, and it was just a guy up there, and you could scan the QR code. You got a free card. So you're just sitting up there seeing what your card was. Some of the cards were like hilarious. Like one guy got who's this receiver for the Bills? Oh, Tyrell Shavers. He's like, yeah, Tyrell Shavers going to our boy Q Dot.
Okay. Talk about me. Dude, you talking about me being on a 10 right now. You are on fucking fire, by the way, and you don't even realize it. And I'm glad the chat is on my side. All right, hold on. Because I'm really not being mean. I'm glad you got an Ashton Genty signed card that you almost made all your money back. The second card is what I wanted to ask you about. Luther Burden.
Hold on.
I don't know what that is.
That's Jalen Wright. read it and weep, dude.
Okay.
Well, hey, they laughed at that guy when he tried to invent Facebook too.
I have no problem with 20. Somebody said DJ with a Sixers ticket. I got no problem with long shots. You just gassing it up is funny. Hold on. Tell me about this Luther Burden card, and then we're going to talk about the draft. This is a 17 out of 99.
Yeah, so it's numbered and it's green. The Genty auto was a base. The Luther Burden was a numbered auto. I don't think that it's worth more than the Genty, to be clear. But
no. I don't.
It will hold.
Well, what I was going to say is I know that like Genty's obviously the better player, the more popular player, whatever. But Luther Burden, that could be a value play. What do you think that is worth right now?
Man, Dumps,
100.
Dumps, tell me how much you think that Burden card is worth. I have no fucking idea. I would guess $200.
Okay, so you think that's worth $200. Now here is my question. If I think out of everything you just told me, that's the move. Like that's the one that could pop.
Excites you. That's the one you would hold.
100%.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. The Luther Burden card. And I see, I know Royal knows ball and he's like, yo, let me get that. And he's a Bears fan. Like that could do really, really well. I cannot believe that a pack of these is $950. I mean, these cards are just, they're crazy. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I am not shitting on them. I just want to be clear. Nothing crazy. $5 in a Murakami jersey. Just say when. Yeah.
Deal.
Okay. So let's talk draft.
Okay.
I did some draft grades today on the Book It Sports website. Mods, if you're in here, share the article. And I think I was kind of generous with a lot of my grades, but then I was also pretty harsh with some of my grades. So let's run through this. I mean, I guess we should start with David Bailey because you and I were both pretty wrong about it.
Wrong, but didn't say it was a bad pick. I want to be very clear.
No.
Great pick. I just didn't think it was the pick they were going to make.
100%. But I want to make a comment on the steam that was going back and forth. I don't know if you were or were not following this. Obviously, you were balls deep in Pittsburgh, walking around and everything. I was listening to some draft talk all day. Rob Pizzola did a great job kind of updating with what was going on with the betting market. I don't know if you knew this. David Bailey, well, you knew about the David Bailey steam. At one point, I think he was 5-1 to be the second overall pick.
Correct.
Earlier in the week, he got down to like plus 300. Then
minus money, I feel like.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm going. He was then plus 150. Then he was minus 170 or something like that. All of a sudden yesterday, massive hit on Arvell Reese. I think Arvell Reese then became the minus 110, minus 130, minus 150 favorite. I think Reese got over minus 200. There we go. Ball talk. Thank you. He got almost minus 300 to be the second pick. What a whiff on whoever thought that was going to happen. Everybody had heard, I think the Jets canceled, didn't even have like their in-person meeting with Bailey. Also, this clip is going around of Aaron Glenn sleeping and waking up when David Bailey ran his 40 time. I guess it was always David Bailey for the Jets. So good pick. It was not Arvell Reese. Not a whole lot to talk about there, except just in terms of the back and forth with the betting market, I thought was kind of interesting.
And it's a good pick. I want to be clear to anyone who saw our mock drafts. It's still a good pick. I just thought
definitely
Arvell Reese.
Definitely. So let's go to round one here and let's talk about the next pick. Which this one, I think you and I agree, was a really bad pick.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have some people in here that are gonna shit on us. Where it's no secret, we made a video or we clipped a video from our stream and put it on our fucking social platforms. I think in the caption I put
delete that, by the way.
Yeah, probably. I think there was I think I put in the caption 0% chance the Cardinals take a Jeremiah Love with the number 3 pick, and that's exactly what they did. So all I heard from podcasts and sports talk were somebody saying, I forget who it was, they were saying somebody in the Arizona Cardinals organization wants Jeremiah Love, and his voice is starting to get heard, and everybody is coming around to it. But that wasn't necessarily, from what I understand, the consensus within the organization, because all you and I kept saying, which is what everybody can say with a fucking brain, the Cardinals have so many holes and need so many things. But all I can take away from this is that they're doing exactly what the Raiders did. You get a really good running back. You get your franchise running back. You're going to be bad next year. You're Jacoby Brissett, your quarterback. You have nobody really on defense. I like Mac Wilson. I like Walter Nolan, Budda Baker. Yeah. Marvin Harrison also might suck. Trey McBride is pretty cool. You need offensive line. What are the Cardinals going to do next year? 4 wins? You know, like they're going to be bad. So then they're going to get their quarterback next year. I asked the chat who the Cardinals are going to get next year for the quarterback to be the Mendoza to Genti, and they said Arch Manning. I guess we'll see. But that's the only way I guess you're at peace with this with the Cardinals is like, he's a freak player. We have to have him. He's already the highest paid running back in the NFL. Pretty crazy shit. So
what did you not say that I missed? If Alan Dims is agreeing with us, I just got news for you. It's the right take. If we're both on the same side, us and Alan Dims, how could it not be? It's a horrible pick. It's a great player and a horrible pick. It's ironic. I don't know how many times in an NFL draft you're going to get to say those words. Amazing player, one of the best in the draft, but it's a horrible pick. I can't even think of what he would have to do or even what he'll be capable of doing with that offensive line on that team. That would be worth picking him at number 3, especially when you saw yesterday that teams were willing to trade up. Chiefs traded up to fucking number 6 to get Mansour Delane. You could have got some more draft capital. That was just really, really insane to me that was the pick they were with. I really didn't think they were going to do that. Hope it works out. I think Jeremiah Love's a stud. Maybe down the road, he'll have a good offensive line and be the best running back in the NFL. That's pretty much all that can happen that would make this pick worth it, in my opinion. But Cardinals are staring right down the barrel of absolutely being the worst team in the NFL next year, which maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's the point. Jeremiah Love and Arch Manning, or
that's what they want. Yeah. And for that, okay, fine. Like that's all you can really do. Nobody wanted to trade up. That's what I think too. I think
nobody wanted to trade up to 3. Sure, teams wanted to trade up. I think that was pretty evident. But no, I guess nobody wanted to trade up to 3. Yeah.
Nobody wanted to trade up to 3 because going to 3 means you're getting a guy like Jeremiah Love. I would think. And I guess the Saints and outside of that, nobody else really cared to do it. Carnell Tate going to 4 to the Titans, I thought was a pretty big shock to just about everybody. We thought they were going to go defense. Who was in your mock? Was it Sonny?
Well, it was David Bailey, but that's because I didn't have him going to the Jets. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you had an offensive lineman going to the Cardinals. I thought they were going to go Styles. I thought Salah was going to get his guy. This is kind of one of those ones where at first I really didn't like it. I've kind of come around to it the next day just because I keep thinking to myself, when you look at the Titans roster, it's lacking weapons. You know, I'm not the biggest Pollard hater, so I really don't mind them not taking a guy like Jeremiah Love. I think they're fine with him. You want to think that guys like Ayamanor and DK are going to be fun, but let's be honest, they're really not that great. Calvin Ridley sucks. And if you watch the Titans last year, which I hate to admit I did, they drop balls like a motherfucker. So you want Cam Ward to start growing and improving, and also just kind of not, leaving the football field 17 times and being like, oh God, this fucking sucks. You give him a little juice. You give him a little something to be excited about and a go-to receiver. I've come around on it a little bit. How about you?
I like Carnell Tate. I had him to the Browns. I think he's can be a franchise's number 1 wide receiver. And that's obviously what the Titans believe as well. I don't hate those guys. You said Chimera DK actually was pretty nice last year. Io Manor showed glimpses. I think those are fine young wide receivers to have. They just can't be your main guys.
Right.
And wide receiver is the position that feels like it transitions the quickest in the NFL. We see stud rookie wide receivers all the time. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, even Brian Thomas just had absurd rookie years. So if Carnell Tate can come in here right away and be wide receiver number 1 for Cam Ward, who was the number 1 overall pick last year, I think it was a great pick.
Yeah, I want to be clear. Sterna in the YouTube chat says, I think you're wrong. The Titans room has potential. I totally agree. I want to be clear. Those guys are fun number 2, number 3 players. But if you're a number 1 pick and you're Cam Ward and you're a franchise, you need a guy.
Yeah, you need a number 1 receiver. Those guys both can be true.
Yeah, those guys are not guys. So like the way I look at it is, okay, if you're the Giants and you're getting Malik Neighbors for a young quarterback, the Titans doing the same does not bother me. So I'm okay with it.
So I didn't talk about Malik Neighbors. You saw all his podcasting yesterday?
Sure did. We'll get right to it. That's at number 5, Arvell Reese. I love this guy. I think he's you and I both had him going to the Jets. I think he is a terrifying player on defense. By the way, I saw a hilarious clip. I guess he went from a 0.4 GPA in high school to a 3.7 GPA in Ohio State. Not knocking on the guy if he said he just had to apply himself. And I totally agree because high school
4 to 3.7. That's going to be the story of Joey Dump's Jalen Wright card, dude.
Listen, man, I slept and smoked pot through high school, and looking back, it was the easiest shit ever. If you just applied yourself, you would have been fine. But holy fuck, going to 3.7 is absolutely insane. But the story of this is Malik Neighbors, I thought fucking nailed it. Malik Neighbors absolutely crushed it as an NFL draft scout. He's like, yeah, this guy's great, but are we getting another edge defender? You got plenty of those guys. You're keeping Thibodeau. You got Brian Burns. You got Abdul Carter Jr. last year.
Yeah. No, sorry. Go ahead. You're right.
I am okay with thinking that Arvell Reese isn't necessarily just a pure pass rusher. Like maybe he's not a Sonny Styles, but he's a guy that can play in the middle of the field, on the inside of the field, which now obviously they're lacking because they don't have Dexter Lawrence. Sure. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because I like the player so much. I just don't know how many times you could do this at a high pick in the draft. So you don't believe in best available at number 5? Yeah. Sure. Best available, but like position wise, I wouldn't have had an issue if they went Styles or traded. I don't know.
Listen, man. Listen. That's kind of what I said to myself when they made the pick. Like, wow, Giants went best available. No brainer because Arvell Reese was supposed to go before this. He's a freak. He's a guy you pick at 5 if he's there. And all I kept thinking was, wow, the Giants really must have thought they were getting Jeremiah Love at this pick because it felt like they had no backup option. And then they went with Arvell Reese, which initially I thought was a great pick. And I still think he's a great pick. But let's be honest. I don't really love players doing what Malik Neighbors did. But when you peel back what he was saying, you sleep on it, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
It really, really does make sense. Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Arvell Reese, when you need a bunch of other things, the secondary is still weak as hell. It's definitely interesting. So they're probably going to have they better have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. They've drafted to the point where if they don't have the best defensive lines in the NFL, it's a huge issue when you draft 3 guys in the top 10 in 3 years. Even if that's true, Snacks, even if Kayvon sucks, which I wouldn't go as far as say as he sucks, it's still a little strange to me to add him to Burns, Abdul Carter. But I don't know who else they're going to pick at 5 if they're waiting for Love. So maybe they really went best available. Because my question to you, if you're giving this a bad grade or saying it's a bad pick, who would you have taken at 5 if you were the Giants?
Styles.
You were taking Styles over him.
Yep.
Okay.
But also I don't mind. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You said you think they were taking Jeremiah Love. I think maybe because all that steam with Jordan Tyson going 5, I think they were taking Carnell Tate. That's what I think. And I think maybe that's a reason that the Titans didn't want to even fuck around with anything.
Malik Neighbors was bitching about that too.
Yeah, he was.
About the potential of a receiver. He needed to shut the fuck up a little bit. And I just got to be honest. Sorry, Slacks, cover your ears. Is Micah Parsons not one of the most annoying dudes to listen to talk ball ever?
I didn't hear anything he said.
Micah Parsons was a tough.
Yeah. I'm not really a
great football player. Dog, that motherfucker is not fun to listen to talk ball.
No. Mansour Delane, the Chiefs trade up for this. This was the only bet that I hit 3-1. I got the Chiefs going DB with their first pick. I did not think they were going to trade up to get him. I got no issue with it. I guess I didn't give it a great grade because of the fact that they had to trade for it. I think they gave a 3rd and a 5th. But at the end of the day, if he's the best DB in the draft, you need DB. I'm okay with it.
He needs to be a star now. If they got him at 9, the Chiefs had pick 9, right?
Yeah.
They got him at 9 and didn't have to give up the extra capital for it. I wouldn't say that so aggressively, but he needs to be a fucking star to go to the Chiefs at 6. It seems like they think he is. Seems like he was their guy all along. They wanted to absolutely guarantee they got him. I have no idea if there's any risk of him going at 7 or 8. You had the Commanders, then the Saints. Probably some risk. Some risk of him going to the Saints for sure.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I'm not giving it a bad grade. I'm not giving it a good grade though either yet.
I think they wanted to jump the Saints. I think that the Commanders were always locked into Sonny Styles, and I think that was probably the best pick of the top 10 in my opinion. So I think the Chiefs needed to jump the Saints. I think the Saints were probably going to go in on him. So good move if that's the case and you really wanted your guy. Also, great job to the Browns. Bart, if you're in here. I thought the Browns did great moving back a couple spots and still getting what they needed. 7, Commander, Sonny Styles. Love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's probably my favorite pick in the first round.
I think I would have taken Caleb Downs, to be honest, if I was the Commanders, but I'm totally fine with Sonny Styles. He's a baller.
Really? Okay. Yeah. You know what? Potato. In that regard, but like they need some young dudes on that side of the ball. The more and more you look at their defense. So I thought that was a home run. I don't know, man. Tyson to the Saints at 8. I'm not in love with it. And I know he's a really, really good player. I totally get that. Apparently he's super injury prone, dealing with injuries throughout his entire college career. I just think this guy came out of nowhere for having a really good workout. And I don't know, that doesn't do enough for me. And also at the end of the day, the Saints going receiver, was that like the biggest need for them?
It was a big one, man. You're the one who kind of brought that to light on a stream when we were reviewing the draft. You went over the Saints receiver room and it really makes me think bad receiver room. Jordan Tyson didn't come out of nowhere. I want to be clear. He was a star in college. He is injury prone, and adding injured wide receiver to that receiver room where Chris Olave is coming off his best year, but it feels like still has an absurd amount of concussions and injuries. It does worry me a lot. Like, I just hope both those guys can stay on the field. If they both stay on the field, it'll be good. I think Jordan Tyson is really good. It just wouldn't have been the pick I would have made for the Saints, to be honest.
Yeah. Snacks, I don't think I said I hate it, to be fair. It's just, yeah, it's a little bit of a health thing, but I guess Snowman is saying before the season, he had the highest preseason props of any wide receiver in college last year.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, a lot of things in preseason for college change after the season is over. Yeah. So again, I just think like if you need a receiver, there's some good dudes out there that you could have gotten a little bit later. Like, is Jordan Tyson head and shoulders above some of these other guys? Is he
like who?
Mekhi Lemon or Casey Concepcion?
Well, how are they going to get Mekhi Lemon or Casey Concepcion? That's the question.
Trade back.
Trade back. So you would rather them trade back? Okay.
Yeah, I would have, because the Saints are a team that need a lot of things. So they kind of fall into the same category of like the Titans and the Cardinals. I would have traded back unless you're like, oh, we just absolutely have to have Jordan Tyson because he's so good. If that's everybody's consensus on Jordan Tyson, that's fine. I'll just.
It seems like that's the consensus on Jordan Tyson, that if he's healthy, he's really, really good.
Yeah. Okay. Spencer Fan out to the Browns. Job well done to Cleveland. Don't really know what more there is to say there, except for the fact that I guess they got a little cute going him over Francis, and Francis went 10. So
if you want to say get cute, we don't know enough about offensive line to really say. I liked Francis too, so I was surprised. I really thought the Browns were taking Francis. One of my buddies is a Browns fan. I was like, dude, I guarantee you this is Francis. And then it was the other guy. But either way, trading back and still getting your offensive lineman, huge win for the Browns. Huge win.
Yeah, definitely. Caleb Downs to the Cowboys at 11. I absolutely love it. I love it.
And that's the other thing that Malik Neighbors was crashing out about.
Yeah, which, I mean, field general, is that what we call, guys in his position?
Honestly, dude, it is such a home run pick.
It's such a home run.
It's such a home run pick.
I saw a guy for Underdog, Hayden Winks. I'm not super familiar with this guy, but he gave it a B, and I commented. I was like, how is Cowboys getting Downs a B? And Pizzola replied and said it was because they had to trade up and give 2 5th-rounders for it. That's the only reason it goes from an A to a B. Fine. I'll tell you what, though. I mean, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm doing the same fucking thing. Like, you're getting really old. You're not going to see much more football for the rest of your life. You don't want it to be this bad and pathetic. I kind of like the moves that he's making and trying to beef up that defense and make it respectable. I can't believe if Downs was there and you got to trade 2 5ths just to get up to secure it for 1 spot, 2 spots, whatever. I love it. Absolutely love it.
What else? What was the other option if the Dolphins took Caleb Downs? Right. Let's just assume if the Dolphins had the 11th pick, then really what were the Cowboys getting?
The Cowboys were probably going to get Bain. Defensive end.
Good one. No, that's a good one. I didn't think about Bain. That's actually
can't really go another offensive lineman, I don't think.
No.
No, I think that's what they would have done. So great move on their part. All right, Caden Proctor to the Dolphins at 12. This is not getting a lot of love. I liked it. Getting a big, beefy fucking offensive lineman. There's a new identity, I think, for the Dolphins. I don't necessarily think it's going to be as fun and flashy and finesse as it has been in years past. But maybe this is really good for Jalen Wright stock. So I was listening to John Gruden talk a little bit. I didn't make it the whole way, and pardon my take, but he didn't like this pick at all. He said Proctor's out of shape. He looks tired during games and everything like that. Sure. I don't know. I mean, people always get slighted and knocked for coming out of college and in the offseason into training camp. Remember this happened to the guy the Browns drafted. It was like, oh, Mason Graham is like fat. He could barely make it through. I think he'll be fine. I don't know. I mean, I've heard a couple interviews with this guy. He seems like he's got a decent head on his shoulders. So if I'm Miami, I like it personally.
I don't love it. Plug your ears, Joey Dumps. I don't really love it. I didn't see anything that was saying he was top 12. But I like that the Dolphins got the 2 extra 5th-rounders. I can't think of any team out there that really needs the 2 extra 5th-rounders more than the Miami Dolphins, who need so many things. I just don't really like Caden Proctor at pick 12. Everything I saw was kind of what you said, and it was him going like 18 and on. So once again, like the trade, didn't like picking Caden Proctor at 12. I thought there was such a gap between Spencer and Maui Goa and Proctor that I was surprised to see it be 9, 10, 12.
Okay. What should they have done?
Yeah, I know it's a fair question, but like the Dolphins couldn't take Reuben Bain.
Don't they have Chop Robinson?
And then who else?
No, I know. I don't like any of their guys on the pass rush. So I'm totally with you there.
Yeah, and then DC mentioned it. The guard from Penn State. Apparently everyone is just glazing the shit.
Yeah. Ty Simpson goes to the Rams. I don't even know what to, I mean, this is crazy. The things online are absolutely crazy right now. This has become like overnight in like the sports world, a bigger story than Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel. So those are the biggest winners of this move, because you're getting reports now. I don't know if you guys have seen these tweets. If you haven't, I'll let you know. I don't have a bookmark, so I'm just kind of pulling it from what I remember seeing. The GM for the Rams, I believe his name is Les Snead, is very close friends with Ty Simpson's father, who is a coach at University of Tennessee Monroe, and was advising him that on whether Ty should or should not declare for the draft. So he does. The GM picks Ty Simpson at 13, and Sean McVay is visibly not very thrilled with this. I actually think I said Ty Simpson would be great when the odds were on here. It would be a great fit for the Rams. Not at 13. Who would have taken Ty Simpson anywhere near this early if the Rams didn't? That's what I don't understand. So I'm all for taking a guy that can sit there for a couple of years.
Steelers? They would be the next team to take him, right?
Yeah, you're right. Or the
Especially
Jets.
after Eagles stole Lemon.
No, the Jets are at 16.
Yeah, Jets are interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to analyze that so much as to, I guess, things have got to be a little weird. Ty Simpson also came out and said he hasn't even spoken to Sean McVay. Never even met him. This is so fucking crazy to me. But at the end of the day, like I said, you liked Alabama. You like Ty Simpson. Once I started watching Ty Simpson, I like Ty Simpson as a pro prospect and a project. I like it.
Yeah.
I think he's in a great spot. Ty Simpson, massive winner. I just also understand why Sean McVay would be a little upset. I mean, Stafford just played like an MVP and you were knocking on the door to win a Super Bowl. You probably can win one. I think Mekhi Lemon or somebody would have been so fucking nasty to have there instead of Ty Simpson. So I just don't like the reach here.
So let's start off by saying Ball Talk had mentioned something about how Jermod McCoy, some weird news came out about him, like with a nagging injury a couple weeks before the draft. The Rams need a cornerback. It's okay. It's one of those really weird things where I think it was an awful pick for the Rams, but hilariously so great for Ty Simpson. Then the news starts to come out that he hasn't met Sean McVay, which drafting a quarterback in the top 13 with Sean McVay as your coach and them having not met is absolutely insane. I think that's crazy in today's world in 2026. Like, I really think that's crazy. I saw Cam Is Money tweet something that Sean McVay would be out when Matt Stafford was out. Is that like a known thing?
Say that again.
So Cam said it's not going to matter because McVay's out when Stafford's out.
Oh, that's a good question. My answer would be no, it's not a known thing, but I can see it.
Okay, well, obviously, my following statement has a lot to do with thinking he was going to get to play under Sean McVay. It feels like one of the better situations you could ever be drafted into.
Right,
like Ty Simpson. I like Ty Simpson. I think he has good stuff and potential. I think the only way he could be a success is in a situation like this, not a situation like the Jets where he'd have to play next year. I think that would be really awful. But I think it was a horrible pick for the Rams. Really hated it.
Okay, let's keep moving. A couple of picks I liked coming up soon here, and one that I really didn't. Ione goes to Penn State guard, goes to Baltimore. This was such a perfect fit. I tried to glaze myself to Goots this morning and said I had a mock there, and Goots hit me with everybody did. So thanks. Apparently that one was a given and a no-brainer. There was some smoke about Sadiq to the Ravens, never happening.
Smoke.
Oh, gotcha. Ruben Bain goes 15 to the Bucs. Steal the draft. In my opinion.
Let me say it so you don't have to say it so then everyone can say, oh, of course, Jeff's saying it's a steal of the draft because of the Bucs. It was a steal of the draft. Yeah. It was such a good fucking pick, and it's such a great fit. And the thing that pisses me off about the Bucs is they draft these big, fat run stoppers, and they're good at it. Don't get me wrong. The guys they draft to be run stoppers are great run stoppers, but I can't remember the last time they had like a guy that sacks the quarterback. Like, am I crazy, or has it been forever since the Bucs have had a guy who's great at sacking the quarterback?
I remember vividly because you and I worked together at the time when the Bucs were drafting pass rushers. Let me give you a couple names. I don't even know that they drafted Shaq Barrett. Maybe they did, but that's not the guy I'm going to give you. Do you remember a guy named Adrian Claiborne from Iowa?
Yeah, of course.
He was a fucking bust. And then Gaines Adams from Clemson, who may have died, RIP if he did. And then I want to say that might be it. They did a great job with Vita Vea, obviously, and I will hand up when they did that. I was very upset because I wanted Derwin James badly. They also did a great job with Kalijah Cansey, but you're right.
Did they draft Jason Pierre-Paul?
No, he was on the Giants. They signed him after. Golson, that's right. Yeah, Golson was kind of a flop and a bust though from Michigan State, although he's a monster. But yeah, this is excellent. And the short arms thing, whether it does or does not actually matter, I don't know, because I keep saying I want to hold myself accountable. I'm not the guy that just thinks like a workout or a measurable should fluctuate someone's draft stock as much as like game film. Ruben Bain, when you watch him play football, is a fucking monster. I love that. I want to draft monsters on defense. Like, I think that is part of the reason the Eagles are so great at drafting, because it's like, hey, you know what? The fucking SEC has great defensive players. They're nasty, violent human beings. Let's get them on our team. Ruben Bain is a freak. Going 15, I just can't really fathom it, because you see the picks at the top, and like some of these are really, really good fits. But the only reason, well, I guess he did have that fucking the car accident thing, which came up. The only reason that I think that he could fall this low is the short arms, right?
Yeah,
that's got to be it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, great job for the Bucs. I think he'll pair well in that defense and on that defensive line.
Yeah, Yaya Diaby, and go ahead, Goose.
Yaya Diaby's a good one.
Thank you, because the Ravens allowed you to get Ruben Bain. We could have so taken him, paired him with Matabike and Trey Henderson. We allowed you to have him. So,
yeah. Oh, Joe Tryon. Yeah, I was never a Tryon guy from Washington. No, you're right, Goots. But at the end of the day, you got to be happier with that pick.
I am. I knew it was coming, but when I saw Bain sliding, obviously I got a little tickle. But
yeah,
I'm totally okay with the alignment. We need to protect Lamar.
Yeah. Kenyon Sadiq goes 16 to the Jets. Love Kenyon Sadiq. Freak. I mean, when I was deciding to fade Oregon and I saw this guy, I'm like, oh, Lordy, he's going to be a real problem. I don't know about the Jets, though. The Jets going Mason Taylor last year in the second round and then going Kenyon Sadiq at 16. Didn't love that. But talk about them a little bit later, because they did trade up and they got a wide receiver. Now you look at that offensive depth chart for the Jets. It's not that bad.
Yeah. My thing, I'll give you a little pushback on not liking it for the Jets, because I think saying they drafted Mason Taylor last year in the second round is a little different than saying the Giants have drafted 3 edge rushers in the top 10 in the last 4 or 5 years or whatever.
I guess because it's the tight end, though.
Yeah, and I just think he kind of sucks, and it is what it is. Like, I think there's sometimes you have a guy for a year and you realize this guy could be a role player maybe, but there's just so absolutely no chance he's going to be a star. We have a star right here in front of our eyes. We don't have enough offensive weapons. We need them. We're probably taking a quarterback with our first pick next year. Hopefully it's pick number 1 overall. And getting Kenyon Sadiq for the Jets, I don't hate it at all. Do I hate it for Kenyon Sadiq? Kinda. For the Jets, I like it though.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like Michael Mayer going to the Raiders, and the Raiders are like, oh, let's take Brock Bowers. I'm not saying this guy is Brock Bowers, but he's
really good comp, though. Very good comparison.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking good. Somebody mentioned Cole Kmet. The Bears did it, I guess, somewhat with Cole Kmet. They did Colson Loveland. Having like a dynamic tight end like this is a huge threat offensively. I'll tell you what, though, I wouldn't mind buying a little Geno stock in this offense. How about a written off Geno with Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Kenyon Sadiq, Adonai Mitchell, Omar Cooper? I'm not saying for anything crazy, but I'm just already thinking like passing yards or something.
It's definitely one of those things where it won't translate to winning games, but fantasy football players will be happier than you think with the Jets next year, I think.
Yeah.
Because they also, you got to remember, they have a good offensive line.
Yeah. They got 2 good tackles. Good tackles. Yep. Blake Miller goes to the Lions. I can't tell you I know a whole lot about the offensive tackle for Clemson. Clemson's so dog shit, but this is a need for the Lions. He started 54 games. I'm good with it. What were the Vikings doing with Caleb Banks, defensive tackle out of Florida? You should have, I guess, some familiarity with this guy. The one thing I will say, I was watching this dude, Paul Charchian, on VSiN. He's a fantasy nerd, like the biggest fantasy nerd. He kind of nailed this. He didn't get it right, but he came close. He did not think Kenyon Sadiq was going to go to the Vikings. They were mocked somebody else. I cannot remember who.
Oh, the dude from Oregon, the safety from Oregon.
Yeah. Yep. And he said that.
He
said that pick made a lot of sense. He felt like the next Harrison Smith, but they said, give us a long shot. He brought up the fact stake that the Vikings have 1 defensive tackle on their depth chart. They got rid of both defensive tackles who accounted for over 1,000 snaps. And he said they have nobody in the interior. So he gave a long shot. It was like 16-1 or maybe more than that. It was Caden McDonald, though, to be picked by the Vikings first. Ended up being a guy named Caleb Banks, who I guess has barely even played football. Is this guy any good?
He had 4.5 sacks in 3 games last year. He's an absolute freak. Listen, wow. I talk about the Gators. Everybody knows I'm a Gators Vikings fan, which is a hilarious combo. If you haven't heard me talk, I am realistic about my teams. Caleb Banks is absolutely as athletically gifted as any defensive player in this draft. That is just a true statement, but he wasn't healthy at all. He has health and injury concerns. And for that reason only, I do not love the pick. I don't hate going defensive tackle. I think I just
Sure.
would have rather taken Peter Woods out of Clemson or something like that.
Yeah.
Safer pick. I want to go safer. Like, the problem with the Vikings is we have Brian Flores and we have a pretty solid defense with a bunch of dogs. It's going to be getting a competent quarterback in there. So would I have taken a safer pick on a Brian Flores defense with like a guy like Peter Woods? Sure, I would have. I don't love the pick, but it's very, very possible. It's boom or bust. It's very possible he booms and he's one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. He is capable of that.
Okay. Very, very fair. John Doe and Marco, you guys watching on Twitter, thanks for liking the stream. We appreciate that. Any engagement there, retweets, likes, we always appreciate it. If you're on the Book It Sports Twitch channel, make sure you're following. Prince Jazz with a stream streak. Reeves Trees, who's been a real motherfucker lately, 42 months. Pip Talk Sports, 46 minutes ago with a 5-stream streak. Total Slayer, 15 stream. Appreciate you guys. And if you're on YouTube, like and sub. All right, we'll keep moving here. Speed it up a little bit. Monroe Freeling to the Panthers. This was like the only one I got right. But good job to the Panthers. They draft really well. I know Bryce Young, the jury's out on him, but they draft really well for the most part with the picks that they have. Thought they needed an offensive lineman. Was
that a known thing going into this draft that the Panthers needed offensive line? I thought they had one of the better ones in the NFL.
Well, they have I think they have one of the more like underrated offensive lines where it's like you'd think that they'd be in the bottom tier, but they're actually up towards the top. They may have been like top, I don't know, they were top 10 at one point, I think, but why not boost it? Because it's like, it's kind of one of those things where you still have a really young quarterback. You have nice pieces. Why not just get a fucking like top 5 offensive line in the NFL at 19? I think I'm good with it.
If Kenyon Sadiq was available, do you think they would have taken him?
Well,
over Monroe Freeling, I mean.
Oh, that's a really good question. Yeah, because their tight end is Tommy Tremble. He used to play at Notre Dame, and he's fine for blocking. He's not really a threat for receiving. Who else do they really have? I know they got Tet, obviously, but
it's like Jatavian Sanders.
You know what? Then I would say yes. I think they would have taken Sadiq. Yep.
It's one of those ones. I won't give a bad grade to it. I'm never mad when a team adds offensive line, but it didn't specifically excite me for the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, fair enough. Mekhi Lemon, 20 to the Eagles. I love this. I love Mekhi Lemon. Watched a couple of USC games, watched him, and there was a play in mind. I actually think I might clip this a little bit later when I realized Mekhi Lemon was a dog. Does anybody remember the USC-Illinois game last year? I remember it like it was yesterday. The USC had the ball. They had like a minute and a half left. It was first down inside the 20, and Lincoln Riley, like a fucking moron, goes right to the end zone first play instead of running the clock. They were down like 5. They needed a touchdown. They got one. But then Illinois gets the ball back, kicks field goal, and wins the game because they're a bunch of stupid fucking idiots. But it's first down. They come out of a timeout. And I'm telling you right now, in the huddle, they just said, we need to win the game, throw the ball to Malachi Lemon. And that's exactly what they did. Defenders on him, didn't matter. This guy in front of a microphone, a little strange. Strange.
Yeah.
He is a weapon. He is the weapon of the draft offensively. I think this is a home run because another thing, and I will say, John Gruden fucking cooked. He's not the best drafter from my experience in when he's actually in charge. I thought he cooked. This guy is also somebody where if you get outside of the pocket and scramble, he's going to be hell for defenses to cover. And that's what Jalen Hurts does a lot. So this was a phenomenal fit and a great move by the Eagles. I love it.
So I thought it was pretty much a known thing that there were a top 3 wide receivers in this class. And it was obviously Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, and Mekhi Lemon. And I know Mekhi Lemon was the 3rd, but man, if Carnell Tate goes 4 when no one expected him to go that high, and you could argue Jordan Tyson went higher than anyone expected him, the Eagles getting Mekhi Lemon at 20 when it was so obvious how badly the Steelers wanted them just feels like a great pick when your top 2 receivers are Dontavian Wicks and Devonta Smith. I don't know how good the fit is with Devonta Smith and Mekhi Lemon, to be honest. That would be my only concern, but it doesn't feel like such a home run pick at number 20 for the Eagles. I mean, I feel like you got to love it. And then you mentioned it in your tweet. Man, the NFC East just got so much better through this draft. Holy shit. It's just crazy. Like nobody missed in that draft.
No, because there's even a pick a little bit later where they cooked again. But all right, we'll keep moving. Max Ianacre from Arizona State, tackle to the Steelers. Such a Steelers pick. I'm okay with it. Did the Steelers fans like it?
No, the Steelers fans wanted Lemon. They got, somebody just said it. They got cucked in their own city.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Isn't this guy a fucking project? Like, listen, I'm not going to sit here. I want to be very clear to anybody listening. I don't know that much about offensive line play. Like I'm not watching highlights of these guys. I'm just going off what I read and was told. Isn't he a project?
I don't know.
Isn't that what you read about him as well? That he wasn't a day one guy, go in there and play. It's okay. You don't have to look it up. It's just the point is.
That's exactly what I was going to do. I don't really know much about the guy at all, honestly.
Yeah, he hasn't played much football, dude. He needs development. You got to hate the pick. I mean, the Steelers fans agree.
He's a late bloomer.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass on being in on this pick. It's fine to go offensive line. And once again, it feels like there was guys left. We're probably going to name a couple maybe, but did I like this for the Steelers? Absolutely not. It felt like an absolute panic pick because I don't think they thought the Eagles were taking Mekhi Lemon. But how could you not think the Eagles are taking Mekhi Lemon? They have Dontavian Wicks and Devonta Smith.
Yeah,
I think they're at least considering wide receiver, right?
Well, I thought they would have probably just maybe settled for there were a couple guys left, KC, who I really like, and Omar Cooper from Indiana, who Snowman says the best.
Not over Mekhi Lemon though.
No, I'm with you.
No, Steelers. Yeah, they got Michael Pittman, and that's the reason they didn't go wide receiver. Is what I'm saying.
Akeem Mesidor to the Chargers, love it. I think I had him getting TJ Parker, but needed a D end. This guy was noticeable when you watch Miami play football. I thought he was very good. The Cowboys again. More defense. Malachi Lawrence from UCF. Love it. Love it. Beef up that defense. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking some wagers on the Cowboys next year. I'm not saying to win the Super Bowl, but I'm going to do something with the Cowboys. I like what Jerry's doing.
Hey, I'm just going to say, I don't know if the Chargers would have went for it, but since the Cowboys traded up and gave away whatever they could to make sure they got Caleb Downs, I think the Cowboys I hope they at least attempted to do every bit of that with the Chargers to get Akeem Mesidor, because I don't think Malachi Lawrence is as good as Akeem Mesidor anywhere close. I think Mesidor is a great pick. I have no idea what to think about Malachi Lawrence.
Yeah, that's fine. I more so just like that they got a defensive end.
Me too.
And like an edge player in general. I can't tell you that I know much about Malachi.
I can't either, and I would have went Keldrick Falk.
To
be honest.
Well, apparently he's a project too.
Yeah, he is. He's 19 or 20 years old.
Yeah, this Malachi Lawrence guy, 6'4", 250. Mesidor is 6'3", 259. So they're comparable in size. Browns get KC Concepcion. Love it. This guy's a freak. KC Concepcion's a freak. He's a problem. You needed a receiver. You got your offensive lineman. You traded back. I thought the Browns did a phenomenal job in the draft. So good job there. Dylan Thieneman.
He has a really bad stutter. Not making a joke or anything. I'm just saying I learned that yesterday by seeing his interview on ESPN. Have you ever heard KC Concepcion talk?
No.
He has a bad stutter.
Okay, interesting. I still would have drafted him. Dylan Thieneman to the Bears. Kind of an interesting pick. Royal, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I thought the Bears were going to go past that.
Love this. Royal's going to love this.
Falk was top 5 projected preseason. Holy shit. Yeah, in love. Okay. Hot.
Yeah, the Bears are excited about this.
Wow.
We had Vikings were supposed to get him at 18. Dude, the Bears got him at 25. Love this pick.
Okay, he has aura. Home run. Well, Cam is an Oregon guy. Great. So the Oregon fans and the Bears fans love this pick.
Yeah, but we don't just have fans in here glazing their team's picks. You had all the Steelers fans telling you their pick was shit.
That's true. Needed a safety. Pair him with Kobe Bryant. We lost 3 safeties in the offseason. Okay. He played at Oregon 1 year. Calm down. Well, Anthony Richardson played quarterback for 5 games.
The Bears got Kobe Bryant. I don't think I remembered that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's keep moving. I don't know anything about Keelan Rutledge for Georgia Tech, but the Texans needed an offensive lineman, in my opinion. That's kind of what I had them taking. So makes sense in my opinion.
Not excited. Sorry. Just from what I read about offensive line, kid from Middle Tennessee State who was an All-American at Georgia Tech. Cool. Doesn't excite me, but yes, they needed offensive line badly. If he's the best tackle available, then cool.
Dolphins get Chris Johnson. The only thing I wrote about this in my draft grades was Liam Blutman, who knows a lot of ball, tweeted that he loves Chris Johnson, so he liked the pick. So I'm just going to go ahead and say he knows ball. The Dolphins could use cornerbacks out of San Diego State. Good job. You know anything about him? No.
I'm not going to pretend to know anything about the cornerback out of San Diego State. Really thought this was Jermod McCoy. If Jermod McCoy ends up being not having some kind of injury prone or whatever, that feels like a complete miss here by the Dolphins. So something must really be wrong with him because he felt like such a home run pick here.
Caleb Lomu, the Patriots get their offensive lineman, I guess, to go
Caleb Lomu a tackle?
I have no idea, but that's what he's listed at. I thought he was an inside guy.
Did he go after fucking Iheanacher? Like, I don't understand how the Steelers wouldn't get that guy.
I don't know.
That's weird, man. I feel like a really weird pick for the Steelers.
Could it be a size thing? I mean, he's 6'6", 313. Iheanacher is 6'5", 320. No, it's not. I don't know. It's got to be positional. No, he's tackle. Okay. Jermon McCoy's damaged goods. Yeah, that's too bad. All right, couple more picks to round out the first round, which I thought were pretty exciting and pretty solid.
Yeah, let's just say real quick. Sorry, home run for the Patriots.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
That's a really good pick. I think you're probably throwing a party in that war room when you realize he was available at your pick.
Yep. Peter Woods to the Chiefs, another very good pick.
Yep.
Chiefs getting top DB and one of the better defensive linemen in the draft. Down year for the Chiefs, and they capitalize in the draft. So
capitalize in the draft, and they get the Super Bowl MVP running back to add to that awful dog shit running back room. You got to be pretty scared when you have the best quarterback in the world. That the Chiefs might be all the way back.
Yep. Love this for the Jets. Trading back in and getting Omar Cooper Jr. Love it. I really do.
Love it. Absolutely love
it. I really like what the Jets did the more and more I think about it. And I also like that the Titans came back in and got Keldrick Falk. That was something where, again, it was a little bit of a surprise for them to get a wide receiver. But after sleeping on it a bit, I kind of like the idea. But Salah is such a good defensive coach. He needs some dudes on the defensive side of the ball.
And what is the chat telling you? He's a freak who needs to be developed. And he has Robert Salah as coach. This is the pick, dude.
Exactly. Great point. And then this one was so obvious. I've never seen a number 32 mock pick so obvious and so nailed amongst the draft community. Jadarian Price going to the Seattle Seahawks. I'll tell you right now, I know you know this. You've watched some Notre Dame football games. If you have not watched Notre Dame football, Jadarian Price is
the truth.
He is the fucking truth. I am not kidding. There were times where I'm not going to say I ever thought Price was better than Love, but I almost felt bad for Price. It was almost like who was Quinshaw Judkins in the backfield with?
Travion
Henderson. It really felt like that. And Jadarian Price going to a team like Seattle. Seattle has drafted Notre Dame players in the past. It hasn't worked out. I think they had like CJ Procise, all these running backs from Notre Dame.
Right there, dude.
These running backs from Notre Dame, Josh Adams. They never really pan out. And I kind of think it has a little bit to do with like the run scheme. You always have top offensive linemen at Notre Dame. And you always, I hate to say it, you kind of play for the most part 8 or 9 really soft defenses. So the running back's always going to look a little bit better in college, and they never really pan out or pop. This dude is somebody I would absolutely invest in. So you want to talk about fucking cards? You want to talk about cards?
Yeah.
Any whales watching? Any card whales watching? Go to the Tops 10 today. Get me a Jadarian Price card. Let me know how much I got to Venmo you.
I'll do my best. The only pushback I'll give is Travion Henderson and Quinshaw Judkins was like a two-headed monster because you could argue about who was better. I don't know how Jadarian Price ends up with Jeremiah Love. It's like the only room I wouldn't pick for Jadarian Price because he's so obviously a feature back at like 98% of Division I schools, and at Notre Dame he has to be Jeremiah Love's backup. Felt kind of crazy, but works out in the end. He's still a first rounder, so somebody saw what we saw. What a good fit. What a absolutely awesome fit for the guy. You got to be so excited if you're Jadarian Price.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. And I guess the only thing I could tell you is like Jadarian Price never really popped like any of those other dudes at Ohio State. He kind of was at Notre Dame and like came up and just got better and better. And Notre Dame's always had like a 2 to 3 running back attack. And to the point where it's a little annoying because you take carries away from Love. Price has a little of Kyron Williams. If anybody watched Kyron Williams at Notre Dame, he is always fighting for extra yards. And at the end of the day, if you're not talented, whatever, as long as you run hard, I love that about you. So did I miss the Knicks recap? No, you didn't. But you know what? Let's get to that next stake. So you were pretty tapped in last night to the home run hitters, which were treating you and us well. Shout out Spencer Torkelson. But to the NBA, I didn't really watch any of it. I did have the draft on, which wasn't necessarily important because they're fucking 2 picks behind, which was awful. But we got to recap a little bit about this Hawks-Knicks game. Now, did you watch any of it, or were you just following
just
it on
the
your
last phone? Like 4 minutes on my phone?
Okay. So the Knicks were down in this game almost the entire game. They come back. They're up 3 with a minute left, and they blow it. The Atlanta Hawks win. They're up 2-1 in the series, 109-108. The game, I believe it did go over. Yes, it did. The total was 213. Hawks covering went outright, obviously. My question to you would be this. How much are you panicking if you are – God damn it, I fucking knew Towns would go over his PRA. Sorry. 21-17-4 the day after I nuked them. OG Anunoby had 29 points. Mikal Bridges 0 for 3 for 0 points. This guy's the worst fucking trade.
It's starting to get to the point with Mikal Bridges where I'm wondering if it's some kind of mental thing.
Mike Brown to be fired today. He should have never been hired in the fucking first place. Why does this guy get fucking tossed around in coaching cycles? What does he do? What does he do? What does he fucking do? I'm not kidding, dude. You can pull somebody out of the stands and coach some of these teams. Anyway, Steak, how much are you panicking if you're a Knicks fan?
Well, you're panicking either way. It's not because you're panicking, oh, what if we lose this series? It doesn't fucking matter if you win this series. You can't compete for a championship.
Right.
You're not a championship level team. So who fucking cares if you beat the Hawks in 7 games, which you very well might. The Knicks very well might win this series. They very easily could have won yesterday. They could be up 3-0. Any way you want to slice it, they could win the series. I don't care. You're panicking because you're not beating the Boston Celtics. You're probably not beating the Detroit Pistons. I don't know who you're beating. You're not beating the Cleveland Cavaliers. You're not good. And it's really funny. It's like the thing with Jalen Brunson. Remember when I made that list about players who have gained and lost aura in the playoffs, and I had Jalen Brunson as lost aura, and people were like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Yeah. Jalen Brunson hit the game tying 3. Jalen Brunson's a bucket. And it's like, yes, he's a bucket. But it's like, it's almost like, let's say you have this friend. He's a really cool guy. Everybody talks about this cool guy, but we all know that back in the day, he killed a guy, right? Mm-hmm. But no one mentions it. They just say, he's a really cool guy. He's a nice fucking guy, man. He always takes care of the tab. We go, he's a really cool guy. But in the back of our head, we know he killed a guy. That's how it feels like Jalen Brunson when you only talk about his offensive bag, but you don't talk about the fact that he's getting absolutely torched by CJ McCollum every fucking day, torched by CJ McCollum. He is the worst fucking defender ever. And it's like, I can't believe this is happening to the Knicks again. Like this is the franchise that got tormented by Trae Young, and he's finally gone. And you're in the playoffs playing the Hawks again, and they have a 35-year-old CJ McCollum, and he's just torching you. Like, I would be just going insane if I was a Knicks fan. I'm sorry. I know we got a lot of them in the chat. Love you guys. I would be losing my fucking mind if I was a Knicks fan watching this with the Hawks again.
Yeah, it is tough. Not even his defense, but somebody said it in the chat. I forget who it was. He just dribbles too much. I don't have
anything bad to say about him offensively. I got to be honest. I don't.
Yeah, but you can't deny that, right?
No, yeah. I mean, you can't deny it. It's just see what I think you're doing. Like, I don't want to talk about Jalen Brunson's offensive game. He's such a liability on defense that's what we should be talking about.
Yeah.
He's such a liability on defense that he has to score 40 a fucking game. He has to.
Yeah, that's what Camus Money is saying. Right. I think Jalen Brunson's style of play, for whatever reason, is not the best fit for this Knicks starting 5. For whatever reason. And I understand. I mean, I'm looking now. OG got involved. Cat got involved. They shot pretty well. I mean, OG was 4 for 8 from 3, 9 of 16. Cat was 7 of 12.
McBride 5 threes, dude.
McBride 5 threes. Yeah. And I don't know what it is, man. Brunson 11 for 23, 0 for 5 from 3, played 40 minutes, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Like they need a guy at the position that does something differently, because this is just not working. This is not the right fit, but he's such a good player. I agree though. Like with what, what the Knicks need? They need a point guard that's more like a Tony Parker, where a guy who makes the offense flow, and he can easily score 18, 20 points a game, but everything is flowing on the court. The other 4 guys are involved. I completely agree. The most frustrating thing with him is how much he hogs the ball. It drives me absolutely insane. But I'm with you at the same time.
I don't know the problem I'm having with what you're saying is I don't know who you rely on. Like, Mikal Bridges is like mentally done, it looks like. OG
Hold on, let me stop you there. Before that, wasn't he a legitimate threat offensively in the NBA?
Yeah, before that, yeah. But it's been a while. And I Rambo, I'll be honest, I see a lot of people blaming Mike Brown, and of course he absolutely deserves it.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know what the Knicks do. I think the Knicks. You know what? I think it's better for Knicks fans if they just lose the series.
I'm wondering. I was going to ask you that. I'm starting to wonder. Like, I'm not. Hovey's the wrong person to ask, but like, don't you kind of want to just get this shit over with?
Well, yeah, and
something has to happen. Something major has to happen for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, I think somebody said it, but they were like, let's just trade everyone and everything for Giannis. Like, sure. End
everything. Okay.
Yeah, well, sure. I think you know what I mean.
Who's the other guy? That big
Cat, OG, Josh Hart, and picks for Giannis.
Cat, OG, Josh Hart. That's a load. It's a load.
Well, I mean, what else are you going to trade?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm fine with that. Do it, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what the Knicks do. Just end it. And also, I can't stand their stupid fucking fans running around. And I love Knicks fans, I really do. But the thing outside the stadium just ruined it for me. And I know we talked about it. People were like, "Oh, you don't like fun, brother." If that's fun, then we're just done. We're just done as a society. Anyways, let's go to the next game. The Raptors beat the Cavs. It was certainly never Cleveland in game 2. I did not watch a second of this game, but the Raptors did what they needed to do. 126-104. Good job by them.
Yeah, I mean, this was finally the bad shooting day from Mobley, Harden, and Mitchell, and it was paired up with the fact that RJ Barrett's going absolutely insane and Scotty Barnes went crazy. We had the Scotty Barnes game. Of course, I told you that was coming, and then this is the day I didn't play it. Yeah, Colin Murray-Boyles absolutely hooping off the bench, but like, yeah, magnet ball is a great way to say it. T-bone steak. Like, do I think we get another game? I need plus 2.5 games. So I hope we get another game like this out of the Raptors. Do I think we get another game like this out of the Raptors? Not really, man. I really, really don't.
Scotty and RJ both scoring 33 points. My goodness gracious. Some guy named Battle was 5 for 5. Some guy named Murray-Boyles was 11 for 15. I mean, they shot 50 of 87, 14 of 23 from 3. That is probably not happening again.
Exactly my point. So this series is probably over 4-1, but I'd love for it to go 4-2.
I liked Harden threes. He took 10 of them. He only made 3. So a little bit Jalen Suggs game. I thought about laddering them. I don't think it would have hit, but I'll probably go back to that in the next game. All right. Last game that happened that we should talk about, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. I believe you threw in a wager last second on the Denver Nuggets.
Correct.
We talked about this. I think we talked about this before you left. One of these teams was fake sharp of the century, and it ended up being the Minnesota Timberwolves were, in fact, going to back up calling out the Denver Nuggets.
Yep.
What was your reason for going to war with Denver?
Oh, standing on business. And first of all, shit wager. Let's just get that out of the way. Absolutely dog shit wager. I'd make it again tonight. I was standing on business. I think the Nuggets are better than the Timberwolves. I still do. But now that I acknowledge that I make a shit wager, what a game for the Timberwolves. I mean, they were playing a intense defense all night. The crowd was crazy. The Jokic and Murray were, I mean, not just bad. Bad would be an understatement. Absolutely dog shit Jokic was. He was 1 for like 11 in the first quarter or some shit. Jokic. They were like 3. I mean, it was crazy. Probably one of the worst games collectively those two have ever had together. But let's go ahead and tip cap to Jaden McDaniels. Calls everyone bad defenders. Tacks the hoop against them all night. Never gets stopped. I think he shot like 60% from the field. I don't know if he had 20 points. I don't know his exact numbers, but he backed it up. Called them bad defenders. They torched their fucking ass all night. I guess they are bad defenders. I don't know what's going on without Aaron Gordon. He must be a bigger glue guy than I realized, because I really thought they were going to be just fine without him, and they were fucking horrible, and the Timberwolves were really, really good.
Right now, I'm just going to go look real quick at what the series prices are.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Yep. Series props. The series winner. Wow, the Cavs are still minus 900. Jeez.
Yeah, they're up 2-1. Cavs ain't losing this fucking series.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying that's a lot. The Hawks are minus 130. Celtics are only minus 550.
Yeah. I'm excited. We're going to talk NBA right after this.
Yeah. The Lakers are only minus 170.
You know what? I'll give you this. Pretty interesting that the Celtics are minus 550, but the Cavs are minus 900. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. The
Celtics are 1-1.
Yeah.
What do you think the series price is on the Wolves Nuggets right now?
T-Wolves minus 120.
Wow, you're very close. Minus 110. Pick them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. If you had to right now, gun to your head in GTA, if you had to right now label some of these series, I know how you feel about the Cavs, Raptors, obviously. Knicks, Hawks, Nuggets, Timberwolves. Who's winning the series?
I think they're both going 7.
Wow. Okay.
And I think the Nuggets will win in 7.
Okay.
And Knicks, Hawks is getting really tough to figure out, man. Getting really tough to figure out, because I liked the Hawks yesterday. Do not like how they blew that game, by the way. We didn't talk about it. The Hawks were up 18 points.
I totally forgot.
They blew it. TJ McCollum hit a huge bucket, but man, what a choke job that would have been considered. Don't know what to say about the Hawks. I'm not prepared to say the Hawks win the series, but I also kind of want to call the Knicks dead, so I'm not taking a side in that one, but I think it's Nuggets in 7.
Is Cam Johnson's been bad. Yeah, Cam Johnson's got to stop podcasting. Is he still podcasting?
I don't fucking know. Everybody podcasts.
I know, dude, but in the middle of if you're podcasting in the playoffs, when you're getting paid that kind of money to play a sport and you're podcasting, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I don't know about that.
Also, I don't listen to any player podcasts unless the Jeff Teague one counts. But I'll say this, I've said this before, but listening to Jeff Teague's podcast is one of the very few podcasts where I'm literally sitting at my phone hysterically laughing at how funny that is sometimes. Sometimes it's just the funniest shit ever.
I've seen clips. I've never listened to it though.
So funny, bro.
Wow.
So funny.
All right. I gotta throw that in my routine. All right. That is we'll just do a quick NHL recap.
No, Fat Girls. I didn't say not considered a podcast. I said not considered a player podcast because he's not active.
Yeah. Very quick, ladies and gentlemen. The Sabres beat the Bruins. I clipped this. My take yesterday was always the Sabres getting out of Buffalo. Watched a lot of that game. I thought they played some really, really good hockey. I had 3-2 exact. They won 3-1, but we take that. The Hurricanes and the Senators, what a gritty win from the Carolina Hurricanes. Had to have it. Senators, I thought, had some chances. Freddie was unbelievable. And kudos to the Sens going up, or kudos to the Hurricanes going up 3-0. And the Avalanche beat the Kings 4-2, unfortunately. I mean, the Kings are bringing the fight, but they just cannot get the puck in the net. And they're doing what they can, but it's just certainly not enough. All right, that is your NHL recap.
Real quick, Rab said it twice. Rab, I did the Pittsburgh review already. Great fucking city. Ton of sports aura, but I was at the draft for 7 hours. So I'll give you an official, actual review of Pittsburgh as a city after today. I'm doing all the stuff today. Going to the casino, exploring the city, going to the Mac Miller Park. I'm doing it all.
I know exactly what I think you should do. This is the fucking content brain going off. It doesn't always go off, but you need to find the next best option of Permantes. And then here's the other thing you should do. Do like how we do a mock draft grade and we grade every team's players. You're going to grade Pittsburgh. So like in like sections. So maybe like walkability. I don't even know if that's a fucking word. Food, hospitality.
Walkability is a great one.
Yeah. Walkability, food, whatever. Hospitality, service.
Sports city rating.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Sports City rating. That's beautiful. You're welcome. You can take that.
Yeah, that was really good. It's been a while since you've given me really good constructive criticism and not just like barked at me to make content. That was really good. Thank you.
Barked at you to make content? Barked?
You're so easy. You're so easy to rage bait, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I am fucking easy to rage bait.
You're Jalen Brunson on defense easy. That's what you are.
I just have to ask a question. Sometimes you see these odds, like the percentage of Mike Vrabel to step down is 37 or to be fired or whatever is 37% rising now on a specific book. If we were to talk about this a week ago, talking about you going to Pittsburgh, being boots on ground for day one of the NFL draft, and I would have said, hey, Steak, how many tweets are you going to have most of? Brandon Ingram, Ryan Jeffers, or NFL draft picks while you're in Pittsburgh?
Okay, but listen,
what would the percentage have been that Ryan Jeffers and Brandon Ingram would win?
Let me answer your question. I didn't know we were going to hit 6 home run hitters yesterday. It's kind of crazy. 2 of them were 700 or more.
Yes.
Like, you got to talk about that. I always tweet about a grand slam. If a grand slam happens, I always tweet about it. So that was always going to happen. Like, I'm not tweeting about Ryan Jeffers, dude. He hit a grand slam. I don't give a fuck about Ryan Jeffers. It was just about because he had a grand slam.
Oh, I did kind of miss that part.
Okay. I don't care about fucking Ryan Jeffers, dude. Ryan Jeffers something bad could happen to him tomorrow, and I wouldn't be that sad. Like I was just saying, it would be sad, but I wouldn't be that sad.
Okay. Yes. So looking forward to the Pittsburgh review today. Can't wait to see what the hot dog is like either. The Pittsburgh dog, whatever. Rav is a Pittsburgh guy. Why doesn't Rav fucking
he gave me a recommendation. We're doing it tonight.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Lamont. I'm going to Lamont for dinner, dude. It's apparently up in Mount Washington. You got to take a lift to get up there.
A lift?
A lift.
Like a
I think so, but I don't know. I'm just going off
ski lift?
Like a ski lift, but not a ski lift.
Oh, okay. All right. Rav made out with a chick while wearing the cone on his head. Can somebody explain to me the cone on head? By the way, I love
the cone thing either, but if he made out with a chick while I had that thing on, that is fucking impressive, honestly.
Yeah. Good shit. All right.
Got laid wearing the cone and Trent didn't get laid taking his fucking dog to the park. You're pretty much the new book it guy. Trent should give you his job. You're the boss.
No, I think the cone is absolutely hilarious. I just don't get it at all. The incline. Oh, okay. The gondola. Yeah. Now I know exactly what you're talking about. That should be fun. Also, it cannot go unnoticed. I don't know if this was serious or not, but chat, I think there's going to be a BTL. I'm assuming there's going to be a YAP. You cannot you cannot let him off the hook because I see that we have Rav in here, and I know Rav and Biev love going at it, which is great. I don't know if he did this on purpose. He's probably going to say he did. Did you see Biev's recap of his NHL plays last night?
No.
Okay. He almost got me. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight bets and a parlay, and I thought he did a full sweep. This motherfucker used a green X.
Let me see it, dude. That's
All
fucking
right, yeah.
I didn't know there was Green X.
Yeah, you fucking did. What are you talking about? This thing's been around for a while.
I did not know there was Green X's. I swear to fucking God.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious. God, that's funny. He's such a fucking idiot. Oh my God.
And that's it right there.
Dude, that's so funny.
So the thing that you have to be careful with Biev is he
went 5-1.
Yeah.
That's like the literal best time for a Green X ever.
Well, that's
he nailed that. He absolutely nailed that.
I know. He is so good at being a fucking dirtbag.
That is so funny. I thought he full faded and he did all Green.
No. He had a great night. I thought he swept. And then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, you got the Senators and it was a Green X. I was like, this motherfucker actually used a Green X. That is hilarious.
We don't glaze Biev that often. I just want to say that is a Twitter capper masterclass.
No. This is like, he's so good at being like the Joker of Twitter, like an evil, like a guy you love to hate. You know what I mean? He's so good at it. And that was one of them. So masterclass if he's doing that for real.
You know what I like? You know what else I like that Biev does when he bets hockey? If it loses, he blames Fruity.
It's pretty fucking funny. All right. I do have to pee. And then let's talk about these playoff games tonight. Playoff game.
And let's find some home run hitters, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do. If there are some bets to be had in the NFL draft today, let us know. But I'm not going to go super crazy. It's a really, really hard thing to cap in case anybody was going to ask us about it. So we'll lean all the way into today's board.
I would like for you I didn't know Biev had a crush on his stepmom, but when we get back, you're going to have to talk about it because I believe at one point you had a stepmom that was your age, right?
I have had 2 stepmoms that were never my age. They were younger.
Talk about it after the piss.
Okay. All right. We'll be back after these words.
Goodbye.
And back. Let's get this graphic off.
So let's just get it over with. 2 stepmoms that are younger than you. What's that experience like?
It's kind of what you'd think it'd be like. The first one was like fun, but when you would party or drink, like trying to be your friend, it's like, I'm not right trying to be like buddy. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a weird dynamic. Second one is just kind of more like, maybe a little bit, I don't know if embarrassed or ashamed is the right word, but it's like, he's older than me and maybe this is weird. So she kind of just like is a little bit like standoffish. I prefer that.
I was going to say standoffish is better, right?
Standoffish is better. Yeah. Like first one, fun, good personality, good time, but it's like, then it gets a little annoying. We're like, okay. Rather have like the more unpleasant, but like standoffish, don't even really talk too much relationship.
And then also just to confirm, you do have a half sibling that's way, way younger than you, right?
Yes.
How old?
8.
The chat's going to lose their shit about that. My biggest, I think I want us to get famous enough that your dad can just come on stream one time.
No.
I know you'll never allow it. That's why I just want it to be where you don't care anymore. You don't give a fuck anymore.
No.
I know you'll never allow it. Trust me, I know.
No, they can't. And I think you probably know why that can't happen. I mean,
I can say it, right? He's a wild man.
He's a wild man.
He's a wild man.
And he would eat this up too much.
So he would do all the talking.
Yeah, well, yeah, which is fine. Like he'd be great at it. He'd be better than me. But he would just start to be like, oh, this is fun. Now let's just do this. And I'd be like, well, I don't know if we can.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being so open. We can move on.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's move on and let's talk Sixers and Celtics. Celtics are -7 on the road on the dark green and gold book. Total 215. I'll go ahead and say it. Celtics obvious bounce back spot.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and say it too. Celtics obvious bounce back spot. That's absolutely hitting.
So it's like the Pistons in game 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I can accept that.
Yeah, I think it's Celtics by absolute. Can I say muckage? Is that how that works? Celtics muckage.
Of course you can.
Celtics muckage.
I think you saying muckage is better than saying goated.
Damn, I love goated.
You can't.
That
love
sucks. Goated is so good.
No. You can like goated like when it's said. You're too old for goated.
It was a try hard. Big Cheesy doesn't like it, dude. That was good. Fine.
Well, it's okay. You can expect some people not to like it. You're using lingo that 20-year-olds online created, and we're pushing forward.
I think you should sometimes admit that Trent is closer to 30 than 20. I feel like that's fair to say.
Yeah, but now
so is Biev.
But he was doing it when we caught on to Trent. He was like 25. Okay. Like goated was 25-year-old Trent.
I'll be honest, if I had to pick one, like you said, hey, Steak, that's way too much lingo for a 36-year-old man. You have to pick one or the other. I would pick goated every single time. That's not a face you need to be making about that.
I think goated is like really teeny bopper.
That's the kind of face you make when your dad says, hey, son, I'm having a kid.
All right, let's not keep doing this. Okay, if you don't mind. I know this is all you really like to do, and that's fine. Yeah, I think I was a good sport about it, but
we'll move on.
I need you to not get fixated because this is all you like to do, and then you start to become like a burner and just joke. I need you to get like a little serious.
Yeah, let's
go back to this goated conversation.
The most truest thing that's ever been said about me is all my friends look.
Oh, dude, it is unbelievable. And just to add on top of that, Joey Dumps, if you guys are in here, they used to all dress alike too. Thank God they've started to incorporate a little bit more colors. Black joggers, black shoes, black shirts, chains, tattoos.
Yeah.
And for the most part, bald heads. But Dumps has thrown in a couple colors. I think you've worn a dark green shirt. Nick is starting to change it up a little bit. When you guys got to DC, there was at least like a little bit more.
Can I tell you something kind of funny about my friend Nick? You know him really well. And I think it's fair to say he's like an Italian Guido, right?
Yeah.
So he's like an Italian Guido. That's what he dresses like always. My whole life, I've known him probably my entire adult life. Then he becomes a firefighter, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he knows about firefighters, but they have to shave their beard. So all of a sudden he's just a guy with a mustache. And I'm not even joking. The second he started going to firefighter school, it was like the hats went to camo. He started putting a fish hook on his hat. Yeah, he still has a fish hook on his hat. You want to hear something crazy? He tried to put a fish hook on my hat yesterday. Literally, he had an extra fish hook. We're at the bar. He's like, on my White Sox hat. So I literally give him my hat. I'm like, here. He puts a fish hook on it and hands it back to me. This guy was a Guido like last year. All of a sudden now he's a redneck. And one trip, I forget, it was like the last draft trip. All of a sudden, the only thing he listens to is Morgan Wallen. It was just the Morgan Wallen new album on repeat, dude. It used to be like Don Tolliver, Frank Diaz, goes to fucking firefighter school one fucking time. All of a sudden, he's a redneck with a camo hat and a fishhook who only listens to Morgan Wallen and ask me what he drives. GMC Sierra. GMC Sierra.
Is that a country truck?
It's a truck.
Oh my God, dude. I absolutely love it. So he's gone Italian Guido to like Florida redneck.
100%.
How's your Morgan? I'll tell you what, I love it.
Oh, I knew you were gonna fucking say that. I hate that. I don't like it.
What he's doing?
How's your junior? Don't like.
Oh, no. I like what Nick's doing.
Oh, you like what Nick's doing?
Yeah. Do you?
It's interesting to see one of your best friends go just completely switch up, but he's he's saving lives.
If I'm being honest, now that I think about it a little bit, he probably, and this is okay, like we all have kind of inspirations. You and I don't have like natural taste. He probably had a little influence or inspiration on like your fit game.
Oh,
like
100%.
Right?
100%,
so
yes.
now that your guy is switching up, it kind of leaves you on like an island. And
Well, I'm wearing this camo hoodie.
Yeah. Right. Well, I get that fits. That's so Pittsburgh. And the one I got was from Walmart. Did you get that one from Walmart?
No, I got this from Abercrombie.
Oh, okay. Well, that works too. Hold on. Wait, let's talk about that for 2 seconds, and then we'll get into sports. You don't like How's Your Junior?
Not really, man.
I got 2 things about this, and we'll make it quick. One, I don't know where it came from.
Me either.
How's you whatever? Did
you like it? I can tell by the way you're saying it. You got a little extra pep in your step when you say it.
I do think it. I think it's funny. But number 2, like what I said about Rav with the ishi, abused. That's the thing though. It is funny. And I know, like, when I listen to a song that I like, my wife calls me the song slayer. Yeah, I listen to it 30 times. I love it. So if I'm in my 20s and I'm coming up with this fucking lingo and you're going, how do that? You're probably doing it too. So I can't blame anyone. But is it nails on a chalkboard for you?
No.
Okay. So it's not like plus chicky.
No, that's not nails on a chalkboard for me either. Is probably my nails on a chalkboard. I don't like that one.
You like plus chicky?
More. It's not nails on a chalkboard.
Oh God. I'm so happy you don't say it. You could say goated.
We're nowhere close to me saying it. Don't worry.
All right. Yeah. It's just has been pounded to a pulp. Yeah, I would agree.
That's pretty like low key though. It doesn't bother me that much either.
Just,
that feels like Jovan abusing that one.
Yeah, he's got to own that, and I think he would acknowledge it too. Jovan it's just. Jovan is the it's just to the Rav Ishi.
Yeah, and also I feel like Rav's new thing is Lud.
Yeah, he called me a Lud. I forgot what that stands for.
Little ugly dude.
Little ugly dude. It's so stupid, but then whenever you remember what it stands for, it does kind of make me laugh a little bit. Yeah, we need a bracket for sayings. I totally agree.
We'll get that done, but let's talk about these games.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good one. Krabs Shore never gets old.
I say it I'm not even joking. I say Shore in my everyday life.
Yep. I'll tell you the one Krabs abuses, puppy.
Yeah.
A lot of puppies. This puppy, that puppy. Your puppy, a lot of puppies. It is fun. It is fun to talk about though, because there's just so many fucking words that these guys say that you never hear in everyday life. All right, you like the Celtics? Totals 215. I'm with you. Could it be the Derek White game?
I don't know. I think it's got not shooting. I'm not going to back. That's not our style. He's a cold dude. Okay. Trust your goats. The Jason Tatum RA can't stop hitting. I'm not taking that because I'm not the kind of guy who jumps on a bet that everyone's hitting. Do I like Jason Tatum points tonight? Kinda. Do I think triple double is an interesting look? Kinda. I just really, really like the Celtics.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's talking book and lingo in the chat now. Everybody's so distracted. Yeah, this is a good one. I'll definitely give Krabs Shore and Me Guy. He absolutely nailed those. Yeah,
Me Guy's a great one. Hot Dudes is us. Yeah, that's our claim to fame.
The only thing I'm really claimed to fame for is saying I'm invested in something, and the reason I'm not going to gamble on it. But yeah, they do need
already invested is definitely a you thing.
I still just going to throw this out there. I have not heard another person say the word eons in my everyday life.
Okay, do you want to talk about the games?
just coming up with it. Never hear it.
Nope, I got nothing to say.
Lakers and Rockets. Talk about another.
No, this is the one. This is the one that is not like the Pistons. You know why?
Oh, because you think everybody's going to be on the Lakers.
No, I think everybody's going to be on the Rockets. No, I'm sorry. Like sorry. It's not like the Pistons because they're not going to win or cover. Yeah. It's a bounce back everyone's going to buy into. People will be on the Rockets, or maybe they won't be. Maybe there'll be people on the Lakers. I know Snowman likes the Lakers. He gave me a really good pitch when I went on his show, but it's going to be the Lakers again.
Well, you can't say the Rockets are going to be like the Pistons and then say maybe it won't be.
I'm saying it won't be like the Pistons result-wise.
Okay, got it. Right, but then you said maybe everybody won't be on the Rockets, they'll be on the Lakers.
Yeah, because I don't really care what people are on.
No,
Like,
I understand that,
okay.
but I get what you're saying. I think nobody likes the Rockets. I think people liked the Pistons, and I am with you to an extent, and this is why I'm with you. The Rockets might just be a bad basketball team.
They might be, and I gotta. This could be a really good picket splits game.
Sure. I'm also with you in the sense that, or not with you because I know you didn't really bring it up, but people in the chat brought it up. I think a lot of people will be on the Lakers here.
Yeah.
I think that the Rockets will be contrarian. That's what I think. But
what's the series price? Do you know, or Ramble, tell us?
Yeah, Lakers are minus 170. And here are the let me share this tab. Here are the splits. Spread and money are all over the Lakers.
Yeah, cool. That adds up. That adds up. It's a lot of points.
I'll tell you what I like. I like the Rockets to score points.
Okay. I like the Lakers +9 or whatever it is.
All right. If I had to make a play, holy moly. Nobody talked about Dusty Max giving out 10 subs.
I don't have the back end.
Oh, no, I know, but nobody said in the chat.
Damn. Dusty, you get no fucking love.
Dusty, brother. 1979. We used to see Dusty around in our chat. Give out 10 subs. Let's fucking go. Oh, you did. Bucket Sports. My bad. Dusty, hope you're still in here. Sorry I missed that. I think that was probably.
That means you hit a fat lay.
We love hitting fat lays. All right, let's go to this is really funny, by the way. I retweeted oh my god, Dude Perfect got community noted. Did you see their recreation of Little Sasquatches?
Yeah.
I said who is responsible for making these guys famous, and somebody just commented and said, "My son." Sorry.
I'm trying really hard not to become grumpy old man yelling at cloud, so I have to move on, not watch stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll move on. I don't think I really like those guys very much, but whatever makes people happy. San Antonio Spurs minus 1.5 against Portland Trailblazers. Ooh, wee steak. Are your Spurs in trouble?
Yeah, they're in trouble. Like I said, still not really feeling like they're going to lose the series. They could lose the series, but what I was going to say is they're in trouble in the sense that the series is going to go longer and take a much bigger toll than it originally was supposed to.
Here's what I think, and I talked about this when I went on with Owner's Box. Didn't necessarily work out with the Flyers and Penguins because the Penguins are just another breed of dog shit. You got some bad news here with no Wemby. I think the capping here, if it were me, would be fading a team like the Blazers in front of their home crowd, where the public perception is this is an advantage. However, I think this is a lot of pressure. Scoot Henderson coming off of 28, 30-point game. Young player, Klingon, young player. I know they got Drew Holiday, Avdija, young player. Playing a series like this when now you're getting talked about and getting glazed in front of your home fans, I know there is an advantage to it of having the home crowd. There's a lot of pressure that comes with it. The Spurs are a more veteran group, I think is fair to say. I mean, I know Stephon Castle hasn't been in the league for all that long.
Much, man.
Yeah, you're right. Carter Bryant's a young dude. They got young pieces, Vassell, whatever. But I still think, De'Aaron Fox has to have a much better game, obviously. I think the Spurs are going to win this game. That's what I would probably.
You want to know what I think?
Yeah.
I think you kind of cooked. I think it's really funny because if they went back home down 2-0 with a healthy Wemby and they just got their ass kicked in San Antonio, I think there would be no pressure. It's the fact that they just won in San Antonio. Now the series is 1-1 and Wemby's out. You're basically a pick 'em to win this game, and the fans are saying, holy shit, we could win this game. You go up 2-1 in the series with another home game in 2 days. Like, holy fuck, this could happen. And I actually agree with you. It is more pressure than I ever expected the Portland Trailblazers to have on them in this series. So I honestly think that's a pretty solid take.
Yeah. B-Bets, thank you, by the way. B-Bet said Drew Thumps in the vet category. You're absolutely right. I might pick Bet a player prop on him. Yeah, it seems like a game where like the Blazers are probably going to have like fucking, I don't know, Arvydas Sabonis or like an old vet come in and, get the crowd fired up, and then they're going to lose by 18. But I did say that last game with the Spurs. Maybe I was a game early. This could be the game that
they had some cool old vets. Damon Stoudemire, remember him?
Oh, I loved Damon Stoudemire. I think I had his shoes. He had some shoes. Zach Randolph.
I don't know. I kind of consider Zach Randolph more of a Grizzly.
Yeah.
I love Zach Randolph, dude. I love Zach Randolph.
I'm thinking of another guy though that was on the Blazers.
Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, no, but wasn't there a guy with a B? Bonzi something or
Bonsai Wells, dude.
Bonzi Wells. Yeah.
Hooper.
Yeah, he was a fucking hooper. That's what I was thinking about. All right. Let's move and let's groove, as the kids say. How about we go to baseball?
Sure.
Oh boy, there's a big old board. I'll talk a little hockey when we get off. Oh, Brandon Roy. Yep. Roy, whatever. Somebody said I haven't pronounced Avdija's name correctly all series. It's not Avdija?
I thought it was Denny Avdija. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Avdija. Finally a real sport. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Taj Reven game. Advia.
Yeah, that might be it. There's no J. Maybe we're saying
Avdia.
Avdia. Yep, that's it.
Avdia.
We're saying a J.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Thank you, Chipper. You guys let me know this stuff. Your mic sounds bad when you're not talking directly into it. How does this sound? Maybe I had it at an angle. Now it's straight. How is that? Is that better?
Yeah.
I got the gain. I don't want the gain up too much.
It sounds good. We gotta move through this board like quick.
All right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. All right. First game on the board. Detroit Tigers at the Cincinnati Reds. Reds are coming off of a nice series against my Tampa Bay Rays, but they did get fucking shellacked in the last game of the Nick Martinez revenge game. Now you got Abbott going against Detroit. Valdez, lefty. How'd you, lefty? The Tigers are a short favorite on the road. I think that's a lot of respect. Reds are good, 16-9, 6-6. I don't know what kind of Framber Valdez do we have this year. Has he been good? Has he been not good? Detroit, a little sweaty of a game. Spencer Torkelson walk-off. I kind of like the Tigers here. Go Tigers.
I like the Tigers too. Not going to add anything except Spencer Torkelson, walk-off home run, back-to-back games, hot dude, and Riley Green homered yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. And remember, I just want to point out to people, the system has actually been pretty solid. Steak and I aren't picking the right guys, but every time we wake up, I get fucking DMs. Steak gets DMs of people that are hitting 2-3 player parlays. Thanks, guys. Fucking these dudes went back to back. Finally, yesterday came through. Steak had a whole list of guys. I think he said he hit 6 of them going back to back. I only played Spencer. I want to take Hunter Goodman. He wasn't in the lineup for some reason. Anyways, let's go to Boston, Baltimore. B. Young pitching for the Orioles. Ooh, this is a short line here. -115 against Brian Bayo. Total at 9. What did the Orioles just do? They beat the Royals, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're 4-6 in their last 10. Boston's 4-6 in the last time. They're coming off getting swept against the Yankees.
Think so?
Yeah. 9-15.
They scored 3 runs all series, the Red Sox, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. They're just dog shit. I don't know what do we want to do here. Like, they're dog shit. Stop betting them. Everybody stop betting them.
Yep. We talk about this. Don't want to catch falling knives anymore. We don't want to bet on bad teams. Boston's a bad team. Baltimore has been playing a little bit better. I'd probably go Baltimore here at a short price.
Totally fine. Pete Alonso homered yesterday. Add him to the system play. You always get excited about Pete Alonso. It scares me. I don't feel like you don't really like him.
I like Pete Alonso.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get really excited when he's in the system. I'll say that. You get a look on your face.
I like Pete Alonso.
Your eyebrows, they go like almost up to the top of your head.
Yeah, I like Pete Alonso. I mean, I like the Mets, and he seems like a big dumb fucking idiot goofball, and I don't know, easy guy to root for. Anyways, Cleveland, I like Jose.
I can see us being out in public and Pete Alonso being there, and I'll be like, "You should go talk to him," and you getting all shy and be like, "No, he's
no." You know, I don't really get like starstruck like that. Pete Alonso wouldn't do that to me, but I would if I saw Pete Alonso, I would think that's cool. But I would be like, "Oh my God, there's Pete Alonso." You know what I mean?
Only star player whoever did that to me was Kobe, and he was at that pizza place about it, the pizza place.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that was the only time I was like, holy fuck, dude, Kobe's over there.
Do you remember when Tiger Woods was at our club? I walked right by.
I don't give a fuck about.
Oh, that was he. I've always. I mean, he is like a shitty tipper, and he was kind of a dickhead. We made eye contact, and he definitely just had a mean look to him. I was like, I'm gonna stay away, but this is kind of cool. Anyways, Tony Romo was in our club too. That was cool. He has backwards hat. Cleveland minus 120 against Scherzer. Total at 8. Gavin Williams been off to a really, really nice start this year. You like the Guardians. I kind of like the Guardians. Back from the West Coast are the Toronto Blue Jays. I kind of like the Guardians here on the road as a favorite. I kind of like the under too.
Totally fine with your Guardians play. There's no hot dudes to discuss.
The Mets minus 210 against Freddie Peralta. 1-9 in their last 10. What did the Mets do last night? They lost, didn't they?
No, I think they won back-to-back games, right? Didn't they win back-to-back games? Yeah, they won back-to-back games, 3-2 and 10-8 against the Twins. Rockies lost 10-8 to the Padres. First game in that series to go over after the first 2 and under. And there has to be some hot dudes. I mean, there are some hot dudes for sure. Let's check out the Mets.
It's got to be a Freddie Peralta masterclass today. It just has to.
Brent Beatty.
Ooh. I don't have the balls to play him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine.
Real quick.
Mickey Moniak, dude. Mickey Moniak.
I'm in.
Moniak.
I'm in
on him too.
Mickey Moniak. Mickey make me Moniak. Ladder the guys' K's when it was the walks, dude. I fucking did you see what I did with the Mets pitcher yesterday?
No.
Well, I said that the line was so short. I had a nice little rant. Joe Ryan was like minus 105. I'm like, either the Mets are going to hit him up or this guy's going to shove. I went with the guy shoving. I laddered his Ks. He had 1 strikeout. He got pulled in the second inning. He had 5 walks. The Mets pitcher.
Wow. That's fucking
Wow, that's fucking right. That's right. Give it some respect. Owner's box, Sandy. The system's on fucking fire. Goodman, too. I'll be on Goodman. Yeah.
I was going to say Goodman actually plays, in case anybody cares, because he didn't play last game. So, yeah, he's hot.
The Tampa Bay Rays go Rays. Drew Rasmussen against Taj Bradley. Oh, my God. I'm going to curl up in a fucking ball and cry like a bitch. Taj Bradley revenge game in Tampa.
Okay.
Total 7.5 against Rasmussen. Rasmussen's been awesome to start the year, and the Rays got a big win. They were pathetic for most of that Red series. Big win in the last game of the series. Now Minnesota comes trotting in, 12-12, 5-6 on the road. Taj has been fucking awesome. Total 7.5. Probably an obvious under here.
Is it obvious? It feels low.
7.5 in the Trop with Rasmussen and Bradley.
Yeah,
Bradley's been awesome. What are you talking about?
7.5 in the Trop. With no weather concerns with these.
No. Just so you know, you probably don't know this. The Trop is not a place with runs.
Okay.
They always have 8 totals. If you ever see an 8.5, that's kind of high.
Well, then I what is it? I digress.
Yeah.
I digress. That's what I do. Junior Caminero, dude. How's your junior? Homered last night. You want to take him?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, energy slap. Someone's saying I can't see the sub, so you got to be on your shit.
Energy Slap Fest gave out 10 fucking subs this minute. Let's go, Energy Slap Fest. Grab some snacks and charge them to your hotel room, Steak. Love that. Big W's for the 10 gifted subs in the chat. Let's finish strong so Steak can get back out there and move those fucking boots.
Brian Jeffers hit a grand slam yesterday. Sorry for talking about Ryan Jeffers. Maybe a potential hot dude. Also Junior Caminero. Okay,
that's great. No, I appreciate it. If you're standing on the field of the Pittsburgh Steelers where Jerome Bettis ran for touchdowns in the late great Antonio Brown.
All you need to know is I'm so committed to the fucking grand slam game that I'm tweeting that bitch from fucking anywhere. Anywhere.
I have no problem.
I'd be on the top of Mount Everest, dude. If I got service and some Joe Schmo hits a grand slam to take $200 directly out of my fucking bank account, I will be fucking tweeting about it.
I got no beef with that. If you just maybe had like a
next game,
1 or 2 videos from.
I'm never gonna make it to the end of this slate.
What's the play in the Rays game?
Under.
Yeah. Ooh, I think that's obvious. I'm not playing that.
Okay, well, then you should take Junior home run.
Okay, fine. Atlanta minus 140 against Andrew Painter. Ooh, Painter not off to a great start this year. Yikes. Total 9.5 against Philly. Philly had a crazy game yesterday against the Cubs. Cubs walked it off. I think this line feels a little short, but maybe, I mean, the Phillies are 1-9 in their last 10. They're 8-16. Maybe you're going to tell me I'm wrong here. The Phillies are going to still get line respect because they're the Phillies, but Grant Holmes, I watched him pitch and I had his over ER or earned runs against the Marlins. He was slicing and dicing until he wasn't. But I don't know, man. I think this is just a short line. It might be the Phillies today.
Yeah, That's fine. Ozzy Albies homered yesterday. The Braves are the only team in MLB that haven't lost a series this year. Pretty fucking impressive. And do I want to be betting the Phillies or fading the Braves? Not one tiny bit, because I don't think that's how you make money betting the MLB, so I'm going to pass.
Cam's Money is saying this is the same exact matchup as Sunday. What are we talking about? Oh, my God. Why does the fucking MLB do this? Are you kidding me? Listen to the Phillies schedule. They had a 3-game series against the Cubs, then a 3-game series against the Braves, then a 4-game series against the Cubs. Now they have another series against the Braves. How does that happen?
Yeah, I really don't know the answer to that.
Fucking stupid. All right. Might be the Phillies today. All right. White Sox minus 125. It's going to be the White Sox for you against the Nationals.
Favored the steak versus Krabs bowl, dude.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. James Wood, insanely hot, dude.
And CJ Abrams homered yesterday, too.
Oh, my God. These guys
White Sox guys that were going crazy, Colson Montgomery and Murakami, neither of them homered yesterday. Hot guys. But Andrew Benintendi did homer in the top of the 9th, 3-run shot. White Sox won, no fucking big deal. Won the series against Oakland, won the series against Arizona. Murakami's the coolest player in the MLB and maybe across any sport. But that's totally fine. Not that big of a deal. White Sox money line.
Okay, let me give you some glaze after I shit on you for having one NFL draft tweet, one Brandon Ingram tweet, one Ryan Jeffers tweet. I love the Murakami tweets.
Good, thank you.
I like the Murakami tweets. I think that he is raw. He is fresh. He is a guy that is open to being like having like a dude on Twitter glaze him wide open. He has a lot of aura. He's good. He's much more interesting than the White Sox. Continue the Murakami.
And you know why it's cool is because like my name's not Murakami Muse.
Yeah, I like that. Good job. Keep it up.
Angels Royals.
I almost said Chiefs. Minus 110, Kikuchi going against Cameron. Lefty, total 8.5. I don't want to get involved with the Royals because they are hot, stinky poo-poo. But, man, I got to tell you, I for whatever fucking reason, I like this Noah Cameron guy. Maybe because he just carved the Rays up last year. But this is this weird? Maybe it's not to just see the Orioles or the Royals as bad as they are be like short favorites.
Nah, the Angels don't get any respect.
Okay. Very fair. Yeah, you're right.
And let me just say, Mike Trout homered yesterday to get that out of the way. I don't have anything else to say on that. I'm not addressing it. Please don't ask me any fucking questions in the chat. I don't care. Just have to mention that he homered yesterday because hot dude. Also, Royals had a bunch of guys homer. Vinny P, Carter Jensen, and I think his name's Kyle Isbell.
Yeah, it is.
Right? They all homered yesterday. So, yeah, Mike Trout's part of the system. Let me ask you this. Am I allowed to play Mike Trout in the system, or do I just leave that alone?
Well, I think you probably should just give us a pulse check on how do you feel about him being washed.
I still think he's washed.
Okay.
And an immediate no from Joel. I'm going to take that no. I'm not going to bet Mike Trout at the system. But do I think you should, Jeff? Yes, I do.
I will. I'll do it. I'll even sprinkle on too. Paul Skeens going against Woodruff. Skeens is minus 120 in Milwaukee. Great series here. Total at 7. Probably a chalky under, but I could maybe see it hitting. I got to give the Brewers credit. They were scrappy against Tigers and Skubal yesterday. I was really impressed. Back-to-back games against Skubal and Skeens is not fun.
Nope.
They lost, but they put up a fight. So, you know what? I've decided the Brewers are a team you're not going to see me fade very often. How about that?
I'm totally with you. I agree 100%. O'Neal Cruz, hot dude, back-to-back games. He was the only run the Pirates scored yesterday. Give me O'Neal Cruz homer.
Okay. All right. I like that. This is hilarious, by the way. Selling stock on Trout, but he's fucking glazing stock on Jalen Wright. I love it, motherfucker. Listen, just as you guys...
Very funny.
As much as you guys are on my fucking ass chomping at it every bit, got to give it to Steak. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Yeah, you are doing a great job. Also, I really do enjoy being chirped.
I know you do. Yeah, you have thick skin. You're not a fucking bitch, but sometimes everybody likes to fucking play patty cake with you sometimes because it's like, oh, Steak, he's a fucking nice guy, Mr. Good Cop. I don't want to be. No, give it to him.
Stop doing that, boys. Stop doing that.
Okay, sorry. The Rangers are minus 140. Evaldi's going against Luis Severino. Neither of these pitchers are having really good years. Total is 8.5. I had the under in that game. You know what? I'll tell you right now. This happened to me 3 times this year. It's so annoying. I had the under in this fucking Rangers game yesterday. The over in the 7.5. It was 6-1 final. I kid you not. That has happened to me 3 times. 6-1 final on a 7.5 over. I'm so fucking annoyed. The point of me telling you that is because we're probably going to see bombs away in this game tonight.
Well, we got some hot dude options, man. We got some hot dude options.
Somebody on the Ranger.
Nick Kurtz.
Oh.
Evan Carter. Corey Seager. Those are options. Corey Seager will be on the card.
Yeah, I might even dabble with Evan Carter.
Yeah, totally fine with that. You should dabble with Evan Carter.
So Evan Carter, Mike Trout, Pete Alonso, Junior as a junior.
You like it, dude. You like it.
Yeah, I don't know what all the things we do and don't like.
I like that you like it. I want to keep feeding into the fact that you like this.
It's a good one. You know what it reminds me of? A guy walking up and down the aisle being like, get your popcorn.
That's
get
exactly
your
what it reminds
popcorn.
me of, dude. That's exactly.
Nobody told me how it started, though. Trent started it?
Yeah, I'll need Trent to tell you on stream.
Houston plus 130.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I want to get to the next game.
Good question. It was an inside the park home run.
Still counts.
All right, fine. Houston plus 130. They got right a little bit. They were really, really bad. They got
Won
right
a series against the Guardians, dude, but the Yankees really got
right. Total at 9. Who are the hot dudes in here?
Neither. Nobody.
I don't actually know.
Alvarez for the Astros homered yesterday. I'm going to be honest. Not sure I know who that is.
There's another Alvarez?
Oh, it's Jordan. Oh my
moron.
I should log out right now.
Same guy who says Mike Trout's washed doesn't even know the fuck Jordan Alvarez.
I should log out right now. I don't even want to look at the chat. I'm scared to look at the chat. Dude. Oh my God. I'm scared.
That's okay. Happens to the best of us.
Oh God, that was bad.
I had a bad one not that long ago. Oh yeah, I forgot Quinshon Judkins was on the Browns.
I'll be betting Alvarez.
Yeah, that's all right. Palante, my guy Palante against George Kirby. Fuck George Kirby. That's what I like to say. Nothing personal. I don't know the guy, but Cardinals are plus 130 at home. I kind of like it.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm still rebounding from the Jordan thing, so I didn't quite get to looking who homered. But Cal Raleigh, dude, big dumper. I mean, he is an absurdly hot dude.
Is he really?
I think he homered again last game.
So he's got 3 in a row?
Yeah, I think, God, it feels like more.
Dumpers have more than 3 home runs in a row?
Feels like more Kami, dude. Cardinals, Herrera homered. I'm sure that's somebody famous that I'm missing, but Herrera for the Cardinals homered.
Okay. All right, Dodgers minus 155. Sheehan on the bump, total at 9 against the Cubbies here. Cubbies again 9-1 in their last 10. Crazy fucking game. I don't really get involved too much with the Dodgers, but I did fade them successfully 2 games ago. Then they got one against the Giants. Any thoughts on this?
These were 2 system guys yesterday that homered again. Suzuki and Bush. Yeah, Bush homered. Yep.
Bush. Yep.
Both now homered in back-to-back games, so those are system guys.
Okay. And then the Giants. Adrian Hauser minus 105 against Sandy Alcantara. Total 7.5. You like anything?
Not really.
All right.
Maybe. I don't want to fade Sandy. I know he kind of got. Did he get lit up last start? But he's having a good year, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not going to.
Marlins are 2-7 on the road.
Yeah, they are a bad road team. The Giants didn't score any runs last game, by the way. I don't know how you feel about that.
I think last time they had one hitter going in the 9th inning.
Yeah, Marlins don't have a hot dude.
Okay. All right, Steak. Great job. Go enjoy the day, and we look forward to seeing some content.
Goodbye.
All right. Check you later. All right, everybody. You're stuck with me now. Hope you're fucking ready. Let's talk some puck, and then we'll shut it down and get out of here. It looks like a beautiful day in the city today. Don't forget, tomorrow I am heading off to I'm heading out of town. I'm going to San Francisco. Going to be gone all week. Greg's 40th birthday the following weekend. Can't wait. It's what you do when you get old. You have a birthday party for your 40th. You don't have really anything else in between. It's all that matters is every 10 years. And we're going to Napa. All right. Going to Napa. Very excited. Never been to Napa before. Used to be a big wine guy. Can't really drink wine as much anymore because of my acid reflux, but I'm going to do what I can and I'm going to give it my best effort. Anyways, let's talk some fucking puck. All right. What do you think about that? Let's talk some fucking puck. NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning are minus 120 against the Montreal Canadiens. You know how I feel about the Canadiens. Took them last game. Thought they should have won last game, but I did take the plus 1.5, so I benefited there. I made some money, lost a little bit on the money line. I think the Canadiens are very, very, very live dogs in this game. I like them at a plus price. Do I want to fade Tampa on the road? Not necessarily. This could be a game where Tampa Bay gets the fuck up for. I'll tell you that much. I like the first period over. I like the first period over in this game. I think it's going to be scenes in Montreal. Total 6 feels right. If you want to take the Lightning, you can. I like the Canadiens. Vegas Golden Knights and the Utah Mammoth Knights. 1-1 in this series. The Mammoth have been a fun team, tough team, scrappy team. Total 5.5. The over is -120. What kind of game are you going to get here? You got Kataha going on the road? Do you like that? I don't know that I like that. Do you like that? I don't know that I like that. I think I like Utah in this spot. But I'm trying to think here. I feel like Utah feels like they're going to be a very trendy play. Not that I really care all that much about that shit anymore, but it does kind of feel like when everybody gets on the same side, like Senators, if Senators are a pretty popular pick, which I thought was the right bet. I'm not shitting on any of these. The Penguins, the Senators, I thought these were all the right bets. Mammoth feel like that kind of play tonight. I kind of think the Knights win. Like they're down 2 goals and they fucking score 3 later or something, like a Ducks type of performance. And then the Oilers and Ducks in Anaheim. Oilers -130. I don't know what's going on with Connor McDavid. But them getting outside of Edmonton, Anaheim, first game at home in the playoffs here. A lot of pressure. I talk about that all the time, but could be something that I like. And I think I'd probably lean Edmonton in that one. All right, guys. Great week. Awesome week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. BTL will be here at 12:30. The Yap after that. Make sure you tell Biev to keep the green X's going. Fucking rage bait masterclass over there. He is very good at it. I got to give him his credit. And I will. I'll check in with you tomorrow when I'm sucking down some vodka Sprites on my flight. And hopefully I'll see you next week, maybe Monday and Friday. No stream for me, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we'll see. Steak will run point. We'll see how he does, and probably see about maybe getting a guest or two on. Maybe somebody from Book It. Maybe Biev wants to step up. Maybe Jovan, Krabs, or maybe Snowman. You never know. So always fun hanging out with you guys. Have a great week. Good luck on all your wagers, and we'll see you next time. Bye.